What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 157 of the Be More Nerdy podcast, only podcast that gives it to you all the ways you want, need, and would love. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, aka the OG Galaxy, aka Mr. Space Awaits, aka the Hentai Honcho. And with me today are my co-hosts, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies. It's your girl, Diva XOXO, aka the Sophisticated Ratchet, aka the Gooner Gang General, aka the Girls Guy.
And my other co-host, HDTV.
Present and accounted for.
Love it. Uh, and today on this episode, we're gonna be discussing when is it time to let it go? Is there an age that is too old to do things? Is there an age where you should maybe slow down and change it up? We're gonna talk about a couple topics like that, since that has come up a lot in my inner circles and in some conversations of when you should maybe stop partying and dartying, stop going to some festivals, stop going to some cons. But we're gonna talk about it here. But before, make sure you follow us on all of our social media. That includes Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, everywhere. Just search Be More Nerdy. Make sure you give us a follow, and if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you give us a 5-star rating. Helps us move up in the algorithm and gets to other people. And make sure to comment what you think is the age that's too far gone to do some of these things. And on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. But with that being said, let's get into the episode. So, the first one on the docket. When is it too old, or when is it time to quit going to cons? We go to a lot of cons here. We like to explore our interest in anime with several like-minded people. Do you guys think there's an age that you need to stop or slow down, and or a time that you should just be like, all right, gotta call it quits? Let me hear it.
This one's gonna be a hard episode because for most of them I'm gonna say no. Like I feel like you should be able to do everything you enjoy until you die. And I love seeing like old people at things. Like old people at cons, so stinking adorable. I think old people are adorable.
Make sure y'all say it.
If you feel that way, then give me a way that you would have to shift in your older age then. Because obviously, you're not doing what you're doing at 27 at
No,
50.
I think you're just more strategic. Maybe, especially like if you're older, maybe you only do one day, and you're probably walking around less. Or you're stretching the whole con out, so you're just doing a little bit every day. I think it just becomes something like that. But you're still going and enjoying yourself. Like I feel like I go like an old person because I go to a couple panels that I'm very, very interested to see. I go see the artist and get stuff, and then I go home.
You forgot your
That's
midday
that.
nap in between all that. She does usually goes take a nap
And
and come back.
I do peel off and take a nap. So like I feel like I enjoy it like an old person probably would. Like
I
um
yeah. Yeah. Agreed. No, I feel like you just have to be more intentional in older age.
yeah.
Like you're like, hey, I'm here because this panel with this person, I really wanted to hear something they say. You probably hit up the dealer's room or artist alley, whatever you call it. Look for some cool pieces to add to your collection that you can gift off to your grandkids in 10 years. Um, but outside of that, like you probably just might grab a dinner or something, and head home. I mean, I've seen older people attend like the after parties, maybe for a little bit, but they were just like curiosity. I don't think they're there intentionally to do anything, but yeah, I feel like just be more intentional.
That's
'Cause
fair.
that's what else.
I feel
Get
like
those old fuckers out of here. I'm gonna be the one to say it. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry if I got loud in someone's ear unexpectedly. Me personally, I don't think there's an age. I agree with you guys. I think that, like you said, you have to be more intentional. I think anybody who's like, oh, you guys are still going to cons, and you're 30, you're 40, couldn't be me. And then you go to music festivals. Shut up. Put some headphones on.
no, niggas, y'all are weird.
But my point
Anybody who
is,
says something like that is weird.
yeah. I think a lot of people just don't want to enjoy things. I think a lot of people think they're too cool for school. They don't want to be seen as the person who has a true like or a true interest in a thing. They want to just be, it's cool for real. When in reality, there's no shame in saying, I like this thing. I think this is dope, whether people like it or not.
Right.
For me, I definitely think the slow down age, if anything, is gonna be when I turn like 40. When I turn 40, going to a con is gonna be like, I'm on a time. I'm like, I got a certain amount of time and energy before I need a nap, before I need to go out. We got to make sure lunch is in the schedule because every con, somehow me and he will just be doing shit and forget to eat. And then it'll be like damn, it's 3 o'clock. We've been up since like 8, 9 o'clock. We should probably eat something. And then everything is always packed. Luckily, we got tacos last time. That was nice.
I think another part is like people say that, but then when you start hitting the higher 30s, 40s, 50s, you have kids. And if you're still enjoying like anime and stuff at home, most likely your kids are getting into it, or you have little cousins, nieces, nephews who may be into it. And I think that like it changes how you experience cons, because if you can find one to take them to and they can start experiencing it, I think I would do cons differently if I experienced them earlier. Maybe. I don't know. Probably would still be an old lady, but maybe. So I think that's a great way of like transitioning that bond, especially if you have somebody, a mentee or whatever, who enjoys this stuff, and now you can take them and you can just follow them around and just because that's one of my favorite things. I like seeing other people's joy. So like other people experiencing things for the first time, I love that. I'm like, oh yeah, like you want to go to Disney and you never been, I will take you, not pay, but I take you. Like I'll go with you and help.
I'll be your ride there and show you all around. But that's
You can
about
stay
it.
at my spot. You can stay at my spot. I'd be your ride. I take you around. Like I'm not gonna pay for your park ticket, but I just offered you lodging. We just saved some money right there, and I'm gonna show you a good time. And I just love seeing people enjoy things for the first time. So like I feel like that's another way that like once you get older and maybe you're not just doing the the more party start side of cons or the hustle and bustle of cons, to enjoy it, because when you're going with a kid, you're doing a little bit less. You're moving a little bit slower, and but you're also enjoying it in your own way.
Okay. I agree with you guys. I like that. I like those answers. So the next one, obvious. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna have like same thing on this, but watching anime, that comes up in a lot of conversations. Y'all still watch anime? That's childish shit. Obviously, we're beyond that, but like, I guess the question would then be like, does it ever change for you guys? Because obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys will be well into your 80s and 90s, probably either watching the same old shit or maybe even some new shit. But does it ever change for you guys and your intention, like you said, your intentions in watching or how you go about it? Are you still going to premieres? Are you still doing this? How does that look for you guys? Let's say you 65, 70.
I think it changes a little bit. I'm not going to premieres. I'm not. I can wait till I'm old. I can wait till it get here. I've been waiting long enough. Like, let's say we ain't got the One Piece when I'm 65. I'm not going to the premiere. I will.
We don't have the
go
One Piece at
on
65.
I'm just saying. Like I will go on at senior citizen time, because there is a senior citizen time. Y'all niggas at work. I'm going at
I was about to say,
10.
you didn't think about it. They got
I'm going at
senior
11
citizen
a.m.
prices. Yeah. I can buy a
Yeah, I'm
senior
going at
citizen
11
ticket.
I'm going at 11 a.m. while
I'm
y'all
using
niggas
that
at
privilege. Heat, what you
work.
doing?
I'm using my senior
Oh,
privilege.
Heat, I know you can't wait to be a senior. All your movies gonna be mad cheap.
They're relatively cheap now, but when you say premiere, you mean like a opening
Yeah, like let's say
night?
something's coming up on opening
Like a
night.
new Marvel movie came out.
Yeah, like the new Marvel movie
Going at
came out.
11 a.m.
You know what? One
Oh,
Piece, the final like 4 episodes as a 2 to 3 hour event. You going at 65 to the premiere?
probably not, just because I would assume, in my case at least, usually when they showing like some anime stuff in theaters, they might have a nighttime thing, and of course that's gonna be packed, and I'll be like the first couple of episodes. But the morning ones, that'd be packed with all the people that don't leave the house,
So
and
you got to
I don't.
choose the super fans or the funk boys.
Yeah, so I don't really care for either. I rather just in the house. I mean, me personally, like I would like to, just because what else do I have to do? But I mean, I feel like at that point, I probably wouldn't even care about those shows that they do premiere on that, because those would be like your shonen type, and like I stopped really caring for shonen shit years ago, years ago. I like seinen, which is seinen, whatever it is. But like, the things that aren't your mainstream, like, popping stuff, it's Seinen. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's how you
You
spell
know
Well,
it.
I
that's
had to look
because
it
you're
up.
older. It's meant for that stuff is meant for your
Right,
demographic.
Oh
right.
yeah,
And
it's
I
made from
just,
18 to 40 is a huge demographic. Oh my god.
yeah, yeah,
Adults is
yeah,
what this
adults.
is saying.
So I
I
mean,
can agree with that. I think I like more of those as well. I like the more adult themes inside of them. It's not just a coming of age thing. When you get into seasons, it's more of a finding yourself type of thing or self development. Because when you're 16 through 20, you're figuring out life. Like you're learning about things. You're getting the hard lessons, right? Nigga, I've
yeah,
had the hard lessons. I'm ready to. I need more. Like I need development. Like it makes you think on intense concepts. What the morality of right and wrong is. Is there a morality in right and wrong? Is there true right and wrong? It makes you think on things like that and like why people do crazy shit. I like that. I
wow.
agree.
You just made me something click in my head. Season one of Jobless Reincarnation is like a coming of age story, and then it turns into more adult themes. Blew my mind.
I will watch. I don't know where because I promised D a long time ago that I would start Apothecary Diary, so that is my next watch.
The fact that you
Everyone,
haven't is disappointing.
really, everyone tells me to watch that, and I tried to
It
watch the
just
first
doesn't feel
episode,
like
and it
like
didn't
I
every
feel
don't
like
know
time I
about
much.
everything. Go go
I
ahead.
don't know about Greg watching it. That I don't know. But you watching that makes perfect sense because you would adore the main character. You would adore her interactions with other people. Like it's a show that I think you would love because it's
And so
adorable, but it can get serious.
So you know what's crazy about that? Like when I see the problem is I don't know if it's maybe it's just not clippable because clips I see I'm just like y'all keep saying this is for me and I ain't seen a clip
Everyone keeps
yet that's
saying this
like
is a
that
phenomenal
tickled
show.
my
It's so
fancy.
great, and D's like, Greg
Yeah.
is so great. You need to watch it. And I watched the first episode. And I was like, I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I don't even want to make it to episode 3. I don't. I'm not. I'm not
So
feeling it.
yeah.
Everyone's like, it starts
So that
slow. It gets so much better. I'm like, we don't even got the car and drive right now. It's slow. Like, what are we
It's
talking about?
I feel like it's one of those
still checking the
shows.
mirrors.
They don't do it as much nowadays in shows, but it's one of those shows that gives chibi energy. You know when the shows have those chibi moments and they're all
Yeah.
little and
I
adorable.
love chibis.
Yes. So it gives a lot of chibi energy. Um,
Okay.
but it is also like because if you look at the description, it's damn near everything. Like it's a crime, a thriller, suspense, action, comedy, romance. Like it has all these little things in there. But like your main story is solving whatever the issue is that the doctor's dealing with or the apothecary. But then you still have these little romantic interactions, and some of the stories you're dealing with have their own little romance things that you're kind of addressing.
Oh,
So it's a good watch, I would say, but I recognize it's like Freeman. You can objectively say that this is a beautiful looking show, but it's not for everyone.
How far did I get in the free run? I think I got 3 episodes in, and people were like, "Yo,
I also
this is
I
gas," and I'm
also
like, "I'm not sensing any gas. I think the gas is actually turned off."
I also learned that some shows are only meant for certain activities for me. Like um the Misfit King
The
Demon
Misfits of the
Slayer.
Demon
Yeah,
Academy.
that one. I mixed like 3 animes together to make that title. That's crazy. But yeah, I only can watch that when I'm doing my hair. I can't just like sit and watch it. Like it's not something that I can just be like, all right, I'm going to watch this and lock in. It's because it's not a lock in show.
Yeah.
So so I haven't watched it in a while because obviously I ain't been doing my hair. Like I ain't been doing nothing that takes long. A puff takes 2 seconds. Um. So
Saving
yeah,
weeks of time every week.
Weeks of time.
just pull a string and it's done.
What am I going to do with the other 23 hours that I'm normally doing my hair?
It's read BLs is the answer.
Smut. Reading that smut.
Okay, give us another one. This is fun.
Okay, that was funny. So the next one that hits close to home. When is it time to hang up the podcast and the mic? A lot of people be like, "Hey, stop giving people the mic. Stop doing this." But there's a lot of people who have radio shows, like Tom Joyner, like Pork Chop, like that. I'm saying people that y'all might not know. That's pretty Baltimore based, but that's all I got.
Everybody knows Tom Joyner. Oh.
Okay. Joe Rogan, like people like that who keep the mic in their old age. Now, of course, they're getting paid buku money to do so. But when is it time to hang up the mic? Because, like, I think about a lot of the podcasts I listen to, and I'm like, damn, what am I going to do when these niggas be like, look, this is the last season. This is all y'all getting. Like, at the end of this year, I'm not picking this mic up. Like, what do you think is the right age, or if there is an age? Like, can you talk into your 90s about the same shit? Like for us, when would you say is your hang it up age? In all honesty,
I want to be an old lady podcaster. I do. I do.
she wants
I
to be the
do.
adult.
I do.
Ah, remember back in my day, we was still looking for the One Piece.
Yes. Yes. I want that to be.
I remember exactly where I was when we found it.
But I think it's not an age thing. I think it's more of it's a two-part. It's a love for the game, and then also like the people will tell you as well. Now some people don't listen to the people will tell you. Like
Niggas
sometimes,
say, yo, hey, coach, it's time to hang it up. I
sometimes
never
the
want to
people
get
will
to
tell
that
you
point.
and they
I
don't
never want
listen.
people to tell me it's time to hang it up. I want to beat them.
Because then you're gonna look them in the eyes. Shut your bottom lip, heavy ass.
Wow. I don't want to hit that point specifically because that means it's been time to hang it up. Like,
Right. No, if
we
someone's
gave
saying
you,
it, it's
we've been waiting to tell you this, and we were hoping it would get better, Grandpa, but you keep shitting yourself, and you need to go to the home. That's what that means. We gave you a chance. Yes, that's what I would be like. That's metaphorically speaking. I'm the grandpa with shit in his. That's what that is. Shit. I'm the last one to know. I can't be the last one to know. I gotta know. I gotta hang it up. I'd rather hang it up too early and niggas tell me I need to come back than hang it up too late.
yeah, or like I said, the second one is the love of the game. Like it's like you realize, like, all right, I've grown out of this, or I'm too old, or I'm not feeling this no more. And that's when you hang it up. That's when I feel like is the right time. I don't think it's an age component. I think it's more of a reality component. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like for your average person?
Let's go average person, then let's go for us. When's your hang it up age? When you abandoning me is what I'm asking.
I feel like your average person is like you said when they don't, the passion's not there and they just want to, you know, or they recognize like, this ain't it,
Right.
Mom's the only one listening to me. She listens to the whole episode and calls me to talk about the episode. Like, damn,
I got one
that's
listener
not
per week. It's my mom's. It's time to hang it up.
that's
Definitely
the
time to
that-
hang it up.
When you lose all your listeners and you just got your moms, not even your dad. Your dad don't even care to listen.
I want you to understand that's the point I don't want to hit. I have far past hang it up time, and I didn't even know.
Our dad doesn't listen to our podcast. Is it time for
Right.
us to hang it up?
No, he doesn't listen because he's not interested. It'd be like if like the regulars stop listening. I'm like, yeah, I've been listening to your podcast in like 3 years. And like, fuck, I'm 3 years late.
See, when your mom start listening, that's the sign because she's going to say things to your dad about what she was listening to. So if he's never interested enough to go check out for himself,
Good thing our parents don't listen. But
there you go.
so second question: when you abandoned me, when you gonna be like, look, Greg,
When
I've
you-
dealt with
when-
your shenanigans long enough.
when you guys make enough money to hire your own third host or editor, either one, whatever comes first, preferably.
Never let him see the bank statements. We'll keep him here forever.
Never. Never.
Hey guys, can I like leave now? We've been doing this for years. Nah, man, we can't.
We in the red
We
this
can't. We
year.
in the
We didn't
red.
tell
We can't
you, we
afford
didn't do
anything
good.
for real, you know.
I be watching them Apple produce animes crying tears because I'm like, I know how long they had you on this. I paused like, you see this? You see this scene right here? This is when his wife divorced him.
I know this
This
feeling.
right here.
I was
This
putting
is
up
when his
numbers
wife
on the
divorced-
episode when I had bad days. Oh man, nigga gonna be like, but didn't y'all pay for the flight to the con and our stay and the food? Nah, we ain't do that.
That came out of my own personal money. What are you talking about?
That's so fucking funny. All right,
Allegedly.
allegedly. That's a good one. So my next one, there's two more. My next one is cosplaying, right? And I say this because there's a lot of people who young and always want to cosplay. I've seen some old people do some solid cosplays. The Master Roshi ones with the old dudes, those are always dope. But like, is there like, let's be real, like, is there an age where it's like, all right, maybe you can do an old one, yes, but like, let's stop for real. Like a
What's your body
96-year-old man trying to do Goku, but he like really like flabby. Like, Did we tell
I
him to
mean, if he
stop?
His
cut up
body.
like Burnsy, then yeah.
He ain't cut up.
Because
He old. He old and
Burnsy's that
flabby.
Master Roshi.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's lit. I'm talking about no.
But
He old and flabby though. He not cut up like a with the damn.
oh shit.
Like
You
I'm
have to
talking about
cosplay.
a grandma with her tits going down to her knees, trying to be like the bikini girl on the beach day. We like, hey
Roll them
grandma.
bitches up.
I,
I feel like
wow.
I'm on it today.
I
Maybe we
feel
should
like-
call him.
You had a
You're
bad
thirsty.
week. You had a bad week, Chief, because you're on it. That tire popped. You on it, huh? Had to get your shit off.
man, when the First Amendment's there, you know, you gotta let people express themselves how they want to express themselves. Granted, I feel like when it comes to public cosplay, it can be a bit of a eye burner. I don't know the word for it, but at the end of the day, like I feel like when it comes to cosplaying, I feel like as you get older, you should probably shift to different types of characters. You know, and you just said that basically, but at the same time, understand that we live in 2026. If there's a grandma out there with her tires pop, rolling around, just scraping the ground in her bikini cosplay, you know there's a line following her.
And
It's
someone will pay
unfortunate.
$240.
It's unfortunate. There's a line following her
$240.
just for that 10-second clip.
Absolutely.
I think
Hit me with
I
it,
think
grandma.
just-
She could walk around with a sign and say $10 to get hit with a titty, and
she just
niggas
go
would
like this.
pay. Wabow! I saw niggas paying $10 to get stepped on. Someone's gonna pay $10 to get slapped with a titty.
I
Now
think-
understand when she
Hey
does
babe,
that,
you want to slap people with titties for $10?
it's cracking the sound barrier. Understand that.
It's gonna sound
We
like
could
the
make a-
whip
I
from
could make a
Django. What?
It's cracking the sound barrier. You know, as soon as somebody pay that $10, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that Samurai Jack theme song.
I think
Fuck this.
for all cosplayers, even like when you're starting like 5 to 100, I mean baby to 100, I think there are age appropriate cosplays for everyone, because I don't want to see a 16-year-old doing bikini Nami either.
I'd preferably
But
would
I'll-
not like to see that either. I like
But I
my
also don't want
cosplayers
to
adult.
see. I do
But
like
you know,
my-
if you're
I
young
like
and want
my
to do
everything
cosplay,
adult.
shout out to you, dog.
Yeah, do it. But I think there's an age appropriate way to do everything. I want my everything adult. I want to put that out there, not just my
You want your
cosplayers.
child to be an adult? That's a hard push, Chief. yeah. See, you fucked up. My
Nope.
point is,
I push,
I get what
I
you're
push
saying.
independence.
You die independence.
But yeah, like I think there's a tasteful way to do and there's a tasteful way to be sexy and old.
Yeah, very much so.
So I think there's a way to do it all. I think there's no age to end. I just hope y'all cover up as I drink out of my angel cup.
Wow, hypocrite. Heed, what you got?
On
Old cosplayers. I mean, I think you said enough, but if you had anything else.
I mean, yeah, I feel like like you said, there's a tasteful way to do it at certain ages. But I'm not gonna be mad at people for wanting to express themselves either. You know, I'm gonna have a thought in my head about it, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Preferably keep it there.
All right, bet. So my next one, which is my last one, I have a couple honorable mentions, but I'm just gonna say my piece on those really quickly. But I'll say the honorable mentions, and that was gaming and buying comic books and anime or manga. And I was like, I wrote those down immediately, and I was like, because there's a Twitch streamer right now. It's like a 90, no, like he's like 90, and he was in the military as a sniper. He plays Battlefield, and like he has a little notepad like a sniper, and does all the math, gets in one position, and just be headshotting the almighty fuck out of people. Because Battlefield has real physics. Like, the bullet drop and everything. So he's able to calculate where it's gonna go and then just do it. Most gamers just figure it out through trial and error. He uses math.
That's cool. I think when it comes to that, it's when you can't turn the page no more, and when you can't clickety clack no more. That's when you gotta give it up. You can't be like on the game just trying and it
I
not
promise you, I would go get whatever surgery. Because if I'm 96 and that's all I got to do in my old age, I'm not going outside. Don't tell me to go hike, Grandpa. Fuck you. I can fall and die. You know what I can't do in the house? In a chair? Fall and die.
I've seen my grandmother fall out of a chair.
Your grandmother
So you
had a
can-
stroke, so yeah, her facilities ain't 100%.
You think your facility's gonna be 100% at 96?
I'm praying I don't
Try
have
it.
a stroke. Is my point.
Possible. It's possible.
It is possible. I could have a stroke.
Not with his family history.
No, I meant the
ain't.
facility.
Oh yeah, my facility's not working. Like I said, I don't want to be the grandpa with shit in his pants. Grandpa, get off the goddamn game. You keep shitting yourself. Huh? That's what that is. Fuck. I thought I was just getting sweaty. I didn't know I was getting shitty.
That's crazy. Oh,
All right. That was the other ones, and obviously we're not gonna say anything about buying comic books and manga because there are people who collect very obscure things, and comic books and manga are something that you can collect, and they will occur interest, especially if they're like first run issues and shit. Which reminds me, today actually, after I finish up all this other shit, I'm going to the comic book store. I completely forgot, and shame on me for this. I completely
you're a nerd?
forgot. No, I'm never gonna forget that. Even if I get amnesia, I won't forget that. I forgot to get the fucking new run of Static and Batman Beyond.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're on issue, I think, 5 or
Oh.
6, and that bitch looked hard. I was like, yo, I've been missing out. So I got to get all of them. I'm going to try and find, like, the first, if I can find some first prints, I will try and get them. I'm going to ask around.
HD, is this the tags for Apothecary Diary?
You looked it up? Or you
No,
all of them. He just screenshotted it and sent it in it's all of them. It's everything.
I didn't even know asexual was a tag.
Wait,
I didn't know
what?
asexual was a tag either.
Wait,
That's
what?
all
No,
I'm
no,
saying.
no. Read that shit aloud for the class. Excuse me? Because I didn't look
Here
at the
come tags.
message.
So some of these are actually hidden.
Oh.
What the
Crazy.
fuck is Go? Go
the
is-
game.
Go ahead. No, just
The
read it. Please
game.
read it. I have so many questions.
I think it's the game. So a lot of these are supposed to be hidden. Oops, I just messed up. So the Apothecary Diaries as a thing. Oops, I just made them all go.
How
away.
is it heterosexual and asexual? How we get both?
Because there's some
Got-
heterosexual people, and then there's some people who don't want to, hump nothing.
Exactly.
Let's get all of
The
them.
tags are as follows: female protagonists, medicine, ancient China, drugs, historical, detective, politics, foreign, royal affairs, work, primarily.
Okay, all of those were the main tags. Oh, I didn't even do the spoiler ones. Okay, yeah, never mind. Continue.
Primarily adult cast, heterosexual, Senin.
Senin.
Yep, Senin. Episodic, alchemy, aromantic is crazy. Aromantic, maids, asexual, unrequited love, pregnancy, slavery, makeup, food, chibi, educational, go, and nekomimi. Don't know what that last one is, but why the fuck is go a category? Cats?
Yeah.
Go like the
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
like go the game. Like
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Go the game. Because anything China based, you're probably gonna have some references to Go for some reason. I don't know why.
that's crazy.
And then okay,
Nigga said I
then there
want
were
an
three.
anime with go in it. Let's see. Go. Great list.
I mean, there's only 6. Hikaru no
Decent
Go,
sized list.
Tanari
I
no
had a
Seki.
nickel for every time that happened. I only have 2 nickels. But that's weird that it happened twice, right?
Twice, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot. That's why I wanted to share.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Good share. Appreciate that. All right. But my last thing Is there an age that is too old? And I'm talking specifically like con stuff here. Parties and darties. Is there an age where you gotta be like, hey, the door's over there, Grandpa. I need you out for parties and darties.
I feel like I'm gonna go 5 for 5. The answer is no. Everybody can party. I love old people partying. An old people party is the party.
Let me stop you right there. I said
That's
at
not
cons. Yeah, I said at cons.
Oh,
Is that same 50-year-old that you no, that same 70-year-old that had to roll her titties up, is she allowed at the is she allowed at the function? Or you gonna be like, hey, grandma, hand on shoulder. What you did today was great. I'm proud of you. But here is not your people. It's time for you to go home. It's nap time.
Yep. My answer does not change because she gonna get her back broke that night, and I'm proud of her. Same answer.
We're talking about parties, and you talking about back broke. I thought you were gonna say she's
What
on
happens after the
helicopter.
party?
I told you. It's
I go to
2026.
fucking sleep. I ain't getting my back broke. God damn it! What you mean? What happens after the party? Unless someone's breaking backs in sleep.
Okay.
It's 2026, man. Anything happens.
Anything does not happen. Anything does not go.
Anything, yeah. Anything is possible.
Anything stop being
Diva
possible.
is going to be the proponent of when we have Be More Nerdy parties because we'll be so wonderful and famous. She's going to be like, all the little ladies, all the people over 60, I need you to helicopter them titties right now. Show us that age.
No, but we are selling senior citizen tickets.
You're going to hear a
For
nigga yell
sure.
out, my leg!
If the
crowd.
ticket price is 20, the senior citizen price is 15. With valid ID. Cause I don't need you 20-year-olds thinking that you're gonna get over. I'm gonna buy a senior citizen ticket. Ain't nobody gonna check. We checking.
I think it's
21,
pretty
'cause
easy
21
to
plus.
acknowledge when somebody's probably 65 or older.
It's all funny to
55.
that auntie with no
But I'm
kids
saying they're not
in her
checking. They're
60s
not
come
checking
in
the
and really
status. You just
change a
saying
man's life.
beat ticket. No,
Now I gotta
I'm
say it
checking.
again.
Beat. I need to see your ID for this. This is a senior citizen ticket. You look real young. We checking.
Now,
But
I
y'all-
was saying it's all fun and games until that auntie who in her late 50s come in and really change a young man's life because auntie butt is different.
I was watching this comedian. It's funny you said that. I was watching this comedian. She was like, young niggas is easy. She said, she's like, I like guys my age, 60, 65. She said, because the young niggas is easy. All I need to have is food, a hot bed, and a working TV. And they here to stay.
You damn right. Life's hard. Niggas can't pay rent. You damn right. Can I put my PS5 over here?
And she said, one of them came in and said, ooh, you got sheets. She said, sheets? Where was you living?
I wanted to be understood. I didn't know that niggas didn't put sheets on their mattresses for so long because like that was so normal to me.
Wait, what? Y'all are out here not putting sheets on y'all mattresses?
There's tons of
I've
people
heard.
that don't do that. Yeah, there's tons of people that don't do that. I didn't know because I always grew up and my mom would be like, "Yo, you need to change your sheets every 2 weeks. Don't lay in dirty sheets. It's gross." I mean, I get that. I understand. My point
But
is,
no sheets at all.
but yeah, but there's apparently people who just lay on the mattress, got the blanket, and they might lay on a blanket sometimes. I don't know.
No, ma'am. 5 sheets. They're literally like $5 at Walmart. Just you don't even need a fitted. Like I only like fitted sheets. I don't like the top sheet. I just end up kicking it off. Just get the top.
I'm the same
get
way.
the
I
fitted.
hate the top sheet. I would rather use a winter blanket in the summer and have 80% of my body out of it than use that bullshit ass sheet.
I agree. Y'all can be mad at me all I want. Fuck that top sheet.
Oh my
I don't even buy
goodness.
top sheets. I buy just fitted sheets and like pillowcases. I buy just that. I don't.
If I buy
I
a
don't-
package, when I bought my little college thing, the little pack, it's got the big comforter, got the sheet, got the other sheet. I always threw the sheet away. Niggas be like, why you throw the sheet away? Summer gonna come. I'm like, nigga, I'm just gonna kick it off anyway. Every time, without fail. I just kick it.
And when I get sets that have a top sheet, that is now Kill's blanket. That's for Kill. I'll put it on like in the car. When Kill gets in the car, I'll put it over the seats. That's what that becomes. I need to spray paint something, flap one of those bad boys out.
Are you
My
in the same
bed's
boat?
always made up.
With a top sheet?
My entire bed is always made up. I just sleep in different sheets on top of everything.
Nigga, did you just tell me you said, all right, bed's made. Second sheet, nigga. Did you just tell me you do that and just lay on the top of everything?
Well, comforters. Like I have my bed is always made up because I, as a kid, was like, if I just leave my bed made up, no one's gonna tell me to make it up.
How did
I'll
I
just
know that
grab a comforter.
that's what we call trauma, brother? Get under the
I just
comforter.
take
It's
a
okay.
comforter and be
It's
on top
okay.
of the comforter.
You can
It's
get
fine.
under the comforter. No, we're not gonna yell at you for messing
If
up your
it's
bed.
winter, if it's really winter, I get under both.
Because it's called a comforter. It's gonna give you comfort. Get under there. Feel nice and
Nah,
cuddle.
the whole bed's just made up, and then I just on top
We
with
call
another
that
thing.
And then you
trauma.
just fold that blanket in the morning and go.
Yeah.
I tried that for about 2 weeks and then I got yelled at. She was like, get under the goddamn comforter. I'm like, yo. I don't want to make up my bed. I don't want to do that.
Saves me time. Saves me energy.
It saves me tons of time. Because
Oh,
I am a
that's
lazy bed maker. My dad tried to show me how the military do it. I forgot instantly. That
When
nigga was
I
like,
went to
fold this
college, my
corner,
mom-
shove it under here. Fold this corner, shove it under
Yeah,
here.
when I went to college, my parents made up my bed. They tucked my corners, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. Like, this will never happen again. Why did you do this?
You legitimately can't lift your blanket up when you do that too. Like you'd be like, fuck, why this
You
thing
can't,
so
right?
stuck?
And what if you get hot? You can't stick a foot out if it's tucked. I don't like it.
No, you're supposed
Because
to
you're
sweat.
supposed to be burritoed.
I was about to say you're supposed to sweat and deal with that shit, nigga.
You're supposed to
No,
be burritoed.
I like to burrito. Like, I like to tuck the covers under my foot, but I can't do that if it's tucked under something else. I want it
When
tucked
it's-
under me.
When it's real cold, I fold the blankets and then roll, and I'd be just sitting like this, like a caterpillar. Then Dean comes over and starts sniffing me, and I have no use of my hands, and I just be like, I'm not gonna headbutt you, cause I'm gonna just hurt myself. that,
Just gotta take
that
it.
head hard as a bitch.
It'll assert dominance, though.
All right, Heat, is there any
Alright.
party age for you that you like? You might need to hang it up.
Con party age. I mean, I feel like if you got kids, you ain't got no business in the party for long. And
What if my
then
kids aren't?
you-
Wait, what if my kids I left at home while I went to the con? Cause I know a couple people who be like, kids, you staying with grandma for the weekend? Come to the
I
con.
stutter. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I did. I said if you got kids, you ain't got no business being there for long, okay? Because ain't nothing good happen after 2 a.m. Nothing.
Oh,
A lot of
my
y'all
goodness.
got taken out.
And I said for long, you can get an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours tops. But if I see you in there 3 hours, you ain't no business being there.
Oh,
Then-
my goodness.
At a certain age, if you don't got kids at a certain age, if you in your 40s and you in that party at a con, understand.
That's nasty.
20 year,
That's
20-year age difference. Ain't nothing good
I
there
better
for
not
you.
see you grip on one woman, you predator. Niggas
You're
out
more
here,
likely to-
you
Ladies spinning her
45 out
titties
here
in
in your
there.
finest
Like
chains
before.
and your finest anime fit, and you see a young lass, and you just go, Cause you know niggas never just walk up to the girl and grab her. You gotta do a shark dun, at least once or twice.
Yeah, they do the
dun.
predator. The predator walk around. They just be like circling.
You gotta prowl at least once or twice, make sure it's clear
I
before
want to
you
make an
attack.
announcement to all. I want to make an announcement to all the niggas. We saw you. We saw you the first time. I just
We
want
know,
you to know.
and that's the thing. Announcement to you, we know you saw us. The fact that you didn't move and didn't stop, that's the open invitation. It's like, all right, I'm on the prowl. It's like she see me on the prowl. She sees me on the prowl a second time, and she's still twerking. It's time to make a move.
So I need to teach y'all something. We didn't move because we can't. Like when you a girl and you find a good spot in the club, like a spot, like you and your friends, you find your spot. You're not leaving that spot. One, you can't because someone is not there. Like there's a friend. There's two friends in the bathroom. There's somebody getting drinks. So you can't. I can't leave the spot. I'm stuck here because this is how we find each other. That's number one. So we stuck. And
I
so
definitely
when
be
y'all be
setting
like,
up home
"Oh,
base
she
at the
ain't,"
party. I'm not gonna lie. We find a spot. That's home base. This is you can go dance, you can go poop, you can go piss, but you meet back the fuck here. This is the spot.
This is the spot. So when niggas be circling and they be like, "Oh, she ain't go nowhere. She's still having a good time right here. I'm going in." No, I mean not always no, but sometimes no. We can't. I can't.
I want it to be known.
leave.
I am not a circler. I had to say this. I recognize circlers. I don't ask for dances. You want to know why? I am 5'6". No, I am 5'6". Damn marriage.
The fact that his first statement was, "I am 5'6".
You know what I got all throughout high school and some in college?
They twerked on your chest.
No, what? Damn, bitches ain't that tall. I'm taller than most women. God damn it. What I got was and most times they squatting. Damn. You calling me that short, bro? They hunched over squatting, and you saying, "Oh, they twerking on your chest"? Damn. You hate me, and I see it now. I see it now.
There was levels to that.
That was a layered joke. No. What happens is you get 2 seconds into the dance, and someone look back, and then they see a nigga who's not this tall, and they're like, "Ah, come on, guy. You know you're not supposed to be here." I'm like, "I know." And I walk away.
He says tee and then flutters away. And flutters away.
Oh, you saw me?
I'll make you feel better. You made it past her friend check. So her friend let you like do
No.
herself.
That is
No, her
worse.
friend-
Because the next conversation
friend
she
let you
having with her
figure
friend
out
is
for herself?
her next conversation is, "Bitch, why you let me do that?" That's the next conversation. And now I'm the bitch,
No,
why
it's
you
not.
let me do that, guy?
No, yes, and no, because then the friend's gonna be like, "Oh, but he looked fine. He just short."
You
And
know
she
they
gonna be
don't
like,
do
"But
that.
he's short."
You know they don't do that. She'd be like, "You know what? My
What
bad.
if-
My
No,
bad.
what-
I know what she was looking for."
What if there was
I'm
no
not allowed to be
filter?
the checker. I'm not allowed to be the checker friend because I usually don't. I used to not wear my glasses to party, so I was like
Oh
not
my-
allowed to have this job.
He said, "That's a nice looking blob."
He looked
I
good.
got a lot of bitches while
That
you do
nigga
that.
is busted and beat. What are you talking about? He
I
is.
was like, I thought he was cute. And
He
she did
is.
be like Penta.
His face had two shapes.
I was like, the square circle combo was working.
His teeth was mad straight, bro. He had braces.
That's what that glare was.
I thought he had a grill in.
I thought it was great. I thought it was grills. I thought he was.
My bad. My
But yeah.
bad, bro.
Oh,
That's funny as fuck. No, yeah, definitely. There's jokes in there, but definitely, I was always the guy. Some dances I got definitely, but like for the most part, I was like, unless someone comes up to me and tells me they would like to dance, I ain't doing shit. I got bad advice from her, and I'm short. I'm losing. I'm losing. I'm already a loss.
That's not what happened.
It's okay. I never did it, thank God. Otherwise, I'd have a charge or something.
It wasn't advice. It was a story. I told
It was
him
advice.
a story.
We
was
heard
advice.
this tale several times now, these folks.
Right? It's never gonna go away. I'm gonna tell my kids about this. Here's what you don't do when you want to dance with someone. This is what your aunt told me.
That's not
Maga!
Saga.
I don't think I have any. I guess my question is, when is it too early to get into anime, go to cons? When is it too early for that stuff?
Before you're tween. I think when you're like 12, you can start getting into it if I see that you're mature enough. Like, I could show my 12-year-old My Hero Academia, right? It's 14 plus, but I could show my 12-year-old My Hero Academia. If they have a good concept of people and world concepts and starting to understand that growth and development phase of their life, I can show them like things like Naruto. I can show them My Hero. I can show them a lot of like teenage focused anime if they have the maturity for it. However, I still have to safeguard them when it comes to certain things. Like, hey, you're not ready for a Berserk. You're not ready for this. Maybe when you're 16 through 18, I could give that to you, right?
Never tell anyone to watch Berserk. In 2026?
I'm not gonna tell someone to watch it. But if he comes,
I would've-
hey, Dad, if my kid goes, my friends are talking about how great this show Berserk is. I'm like, you might need to hang around different people, because what the fuck is a 12-year-old doing telling me how great Berserk is? You don't even understand most of the themes in that show. But that's beside the point. My point being is, when it's too early when you can't fully grasp concepts in there. At least you should be able to grasp at least 70 to 80% of the media without having to go and have a discussion with other people. Like, you should get most of the story. You feel me? Versus if you just got into it's pretty colors. Yeah, I was gonna say versus if you just got into it and it's just pretty colors.
Well, that's a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all need to probably stop because all y'all see is pretty colors. Y'all, the comprehension skills of this generation is wild.
That being said, because I was gonna say, for the most part, yes, I agree with you. The comprehension skills have gone down the toilet, but most people are reading at a 6th grade reading level anyway. And the thing is, and people will argue this, but reading comprehension goes farther than just being able to read the sentence. It's understanding the sentence and what is it implying based off of the prior thing said. A lot of people can't do that, and that's where you get your power scalers from a lot of the time, who don't understand the context of which things are being written or said. Like, people with a 6th grade reading level don't understand things like hyperbole or exaggeration. They think that the exact thing said is the exact thing that it is, and a lot of the time.
Do you learn hyperbole and exaggeration in 6th grade? I feel like those are
you learn hyperbole by 8th grade. That's why people are reading at a 6th grade reading level. You understand?
I got it.
What the fuck hyperbole is off the top of my head?
Hyperbole is when you say, also spelled like hyperbole. That's why I always remember it. It's when you say something, but it's like a gross exaggeration. Like, oh, like he's capable of destroying the whole world. Like, he's not literally capable of destroying the whole world, just all of the world as we know it, you know?
Here's something simpler. When you say, I'm starving.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much simpler. Thank you.
Oh, no, I get it.
When it's lunchtime and someone says, I'm starving, that's hyperbole. You're not starving.
You're not literally starving, but you are very hungry. Right.
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's just, with me, like, if I don't actively remember definitions, I just have to double check because I forget.
I know a lot of words. I passed all my literature classes. I did have to take that English class in college because I was so lazy on my placement test. I was 2 points off, but I actually didn't like answer most of the questions. I was focused on the math. I finished half of the English section. I was 2 points off. What the fuck? Oh, that's funny.
I hate English section, but I mean, I think I watched Death Note and Code Geass and Legends of Galactic Hero. I watched shit like that as a kid, so I mean, I didn't necessarily understand all the themes, but for me, it was like I understood the context. It actually helped me develop my own perspective of the world. But watching them later in life, it's like, okay, these are the things I was missing. It's like I didn't catch that. I do think generally what you started off saying, and it's gonna sound crazy, starting kids out with like the My Hero and shit like that, like that's like grooming them to like those just anime in general, which is nothing wrong with that. Like that's the entry into the world.
Yeah.
But oh look, a Snoopy. A memory picture popped up on my computer. It was Snoopy plushie. Nice. But I do think it is problematic that a lot of people don't like understand a lot of themes, and they have these full blown arguments. And I'm like, you're arguing a theme that's not even like there. Like you're arguing points that just are irrelevant, or you're just missing the picture. Like the point is over your head, and you're arguing about the dirt. Like I don't know, man.
No, I agree with you, and I agree with your other statement that like a lot of these animes are your starter anime. They're the starter pack. My kid's starter pack is like things like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer, and My Hero Academia. I think that's my kid's 10 to 12 starter pack. I want to get them into anime. It's not too gruesome. It's not too crazy. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna start my kid earlier, but like I'm gonna find shows that are like kid appropriate.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, do you go and find those younger shows?
Do you think
I could be the anime Miss Rachel?
Who's Miss Rachel?
Thank you for saying that. I knew I wasn't the only one.
You don't know who Miss Rachel is?
I know who.
Obviously, you said who's Miss Rachel.
Liz is.
Okay, think of like Magic School Bus, Miss Liz, but like for anime. You think I could do it?
No.
You're too gooned out.
Yeah.
Your taste,
And
your palate is getting there, but your palate isn't extensive enough to just give things to people.
it's more
No,
so
no, no.
like,
I'm doing this for the kiddos.
That's
So
even
like I'm
worse.
not gonna be a gooner. Obviously.
I mean, that just cuts half your repertoire out, you know, like.
I wish I had made this button before today because I was planning on making an all the lights button that starts with the beginning. Dun, 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 for situations just like
Damn.
this. For situations just like this.
That would have been absolutely hilarious. I mean, I just, I mean, from what I know,
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
no,
It's fine.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, like I catalog things and like giving recommendations to kids, like you gotta be very specific, and it's not like you're gonna have them
It's
out here watching Yu Hakusho, but it's like,
I was gonna say it's a lot harder to give recommendations to kids because it's very specific. And remember, this is an entry level thing, so when you give it to a kid, it has to be something that grasps them damn near from the beginning, because otherwise they'll write the whole thing off. They'll write everything in this category off. Is the point I'm trying to make?
That's fine. I just just question. I'm not doing
Maybe
it. I am
maybe
like,
you could do it for the
You're right.
the 16 to 18s who are getting ready to get into the goon shit anyway.
both
How's
of you
that?
could.
Absolutely. I've given recommendations to people, and I always give my recommendations based off of the person. So, like,
Yeah.
I know everybody isn't going to be a Death Note person. It's a great starter pack. But I know it's not for everyone. But, like, I was trying to say something about what you said, how, like, you started with your Code Geass and Death Note. And there are people who just watch that show and say, haha, murder good. He killed bad people. When in reality, there's a lot more to the show than that, you know? The cat and mouse game, how in reality, if like people miss the subtle narrative parts where it says like he really did win. In all honesty, he won for like what, 7 years? And in reality, it was only thing that happens now is petty crimes. And the petty crimes he started killing people for. At a certain point, that's not justice, that's just gross oppression. Like, you know, if you steal an apple, even though you're hungry, valid or not, you gonna get your name written in that Death Note book as soon as your name get posted on TV. Well, as soon as your name gets in the bookings, because he was a part of the fucking police department.
Crazy.
But that's my point. Like, it goes from a sense of justice and doing the right thing in the wrong way to you just are, to a God complex. You just want the world shaped how you want it to be shaped.
Right.
But a lot of people won't understand that. They'll be like, damn, this nigga like kind of hard for real. And that's all they'll ever get out of it.
They also wouldn't understand that L won and was cheated.
Oh yeah, L was gonna win. This nigga basically had to get a Shinigami to cheat for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And some people call that a win, but that's not a win. You literally had a gun in someone's head and said, I mean, it's your choice if you get shot. And it's like, I don't really have a choice in getting shot.
Yeah, you had to force the admins to play.
Yeah. Because he should have lost right then and there.
Right then and there.
But he did not.
And then everyone else was pure idiot because that I swear to God, L verbally said, "If I die today, Light did it." Still got away with it.
This whole show, the percentage was just going up. That is Light. He started with, I'm 70% sure that you're Kira. He's like, me? No, I'm 80% sure. What? 90? What? If I die today, it's that nigga dies that day. Who could have did it? Who did this? He's right here with us.
Well, guys, I think we should just give up on finding Kira and just, do other shit,
I think that we should make me the lead investigator on this nigga that killed my best friend. I'ma catch this nigga, man. I'ma get him. That's how Light was.
That's exactly what happened.
I
guess that's a spoiler because that's what happened. Y'all did a great.
Was like, hey, I'm quitting this force because I stand for everything else though for. I don't fuck with this nigga Light. And he's just like, oh man, well, okay, bye. I mean, it's nice having you. Said, bet the smartest nigga left is gone. Now I gotta worry about nothing.
Right. But that's so funny to me because for 7 years this nigga didn't have a worry in the world. Life was light. I kill a couple niggas. I beat on my girl a little bit. Life's great, guys.
I love that you had to add that in.
Also, because I was going to say beat on her, and I was like, he's not beating her. He's fucking on her. I fuck on my girl a little bit. You know, I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid to just kill niggas these days. And the hardest part of Light's job was acting like he had leads. I know it was. Damn. How the fuck I'm going to say I'm finding this nigga now, man?
Guys, I found this dude. He might be homeless, but I'm pretty sure there's a good chance that he's Kara. Okay, he walks into this. He has a notebook. He walks into this cardboard house, and every time he goes in there, Kara kills someone.
We got to investigate this. Let's get some trucks on him. Do 2 weeks of surveillance, and then we'll approach. All right, got myself 2 weeks. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's so funny. All right, but that pretty much covers the topic for me. Unless there's anything else you guys had, but again, I think the gross consensus is do what you love, man. Get out there, have fun, and don't let the haters
recognize when you're old. Recognize when you're old.
You actually only said that for one thing, and that was for the parties.
Yeah, because that's the important one.
You don't want to hear firecrackers at your parties, bro? Click, 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 click. All the knees, hips, and backs, and sternums, apparently.
Just I don't care what happens at the party. I don't care what happens at the party.
Niggas love a party that sounds like it got gunshots in that motherfucker. Bring in the cats. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, the youth is very impressionable. It's easy to make them think that you're bigger than you actually are when you have 20 years of experience on them.
Facts. The biggest, the largest. All right. That's all that I had. Let's get into those news points. So the first one, obvious one, it happened only 2 weeks ago, ironically, because that's the last time we potted. But you're going to hate that I'm talking about this. The 40K tournament for Marvel Rivals. Quick synopsis, a guy named Kingsman's career essentially skyrocketed off this, considering the fact that he was removed from the tournament. They said he was being disrespectful, but the clips, the VODs, every piece of evidence suggests that he was being assertive, not aggressive, and he really just wanted to win. He was a college student. It's a 40K tournament for Marvel Rivals. His team had a player on there by the name of Zaza who didn't want to switch, and everyone on the team was going against his, I'm going to say his wishes, his suggestions to switch, and was pretty much bullying him and being really rude to him. And it unfortunately got him kicked out because this was during the scrimmages, and he was like, hey, you shouldn't maybe we should try this so we can win. He's like, I really need this money for college, blah, blah, blah. They were being really rude to him, making jokes at every turn. Eventually someone ended up turning in a doc with evidence of him being rude and all this disrespectful stuff. That got him, unfortunately, removed from the tournament. He made a couple videos about it. Career skyrocketed since. He's been more talked about than the winner of the tournament, ironically. But from it, a lot of discourse was had about like the community. Some people tried to turn it on women and say women gamers are toxic. He shut that down quick because they tried to use his video as support. And on top of that, one of the captain of the team ended up losing all of her sponsorships because she was one of the main proponents of being like rude and fucking with him. So everybody's in a weird place with it right now. But Kingsman's up. He actually made more money after the fact because he was like in one of the clips, he's like, I'm a college student, I ain't got that much money, you know, I'm trying to get money in this tournament to pay for college, pay for food, all that shit. I'm not gonna lie, he was like, after that, and after the video and after all the discourse, there were people just sending him money. Like, he's like, I need people to stop with the donations because like someone sent me $3K the other day just cause he's like, I got $3K, I don't need it. Hope you stay up.
Send it back. Can't you do that? You can do that.
Yeah, you could.
You could, but they could just keep sending it for real. If they're not gonna accept it back,
just playing 3K tag is crazy.
Hot potato with the money, nigga. Because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send it to you at 3 a.m. Because after a couple hours, you can't send that shit back.
You're just gonna set an alarm.
I'm not gonna lie. Him being a college student, he's sitting there hovering over that refund button, like questioning if this is even.
Would you? I would say it, but I wouldn't mean it. Yo, I can't accept this. I'm about to eat. That's how I'd be in that crib. Guys, we're going to Hot Pot. Oh, man.
Dinner on me.
Nigga, I got an extra $200. I'm excited. Someone just gave me $3K. Man, it's getting weird.
Not weird.
But yeah, we've talked about it a little bit in length. You got anything to say about it? And Diva, you can add any notes. I mean, you don't know the situation in length, but that's just a quick synopsis.
I think it was blown out of proportion by everyone involved, except, well, I mean, not even necessarily Kingsman. He was just laying out the facts when he put it up the video of what happened. I think everyone else on his team, um, they didn't carry that situation very well. And then once it got out to the public eye, I thought it was very weird that they made it like a male and female thing. Like it became very like anti-feminism. Like I don't know how you can watch this situation where it was just a team and they were having a disagreement and one friend was standing behind another friend and was like, hey, like leave her alone, she's fine. And then a group of people were like, yeah, this is why women shouldn't play video games. Like, how do we get to that?
Niggas have an agenda and they gonna spread it one way or another. Cause that nigga got on and said if it was a male Widow player and a male support player, that had nothing to do with it. Niggas had a bad game is what it was. Cause there was some clips that came after where she did well. They still placed 7th out of 8th. They did bad in the tournament, but overarchingly, like, I mean, composition matters in a game like that. So
I think at the end of the day, I mean, the situation, despite what people think, was actually the best thing that could have happened to Kingsman because
Absolutely.
he was going to get way more attention from the fact that he was not necessarily in the wrong. You're not saying that the other guys or the girls were in the wrong. It's just that everyone could have handled that situation a little differently. And because of how it all fell out and him getting kicked out the tournament, that was the best thing to happen to him. So hopefully he's able to, bounce back from this. But unfortunately, Zaza has been cooked in the community. She's been added to the Marvel Rivals dictionary. It's a Zaza stack. It's just for the vibes. These are actual terms that people say now. A Zaza stack meaning like, oh, you're throwing my game.
Yep.
Like it's no more an EOMM demon. Like you're a Zaza stack. Like you're throwing this game.
You became a term in a game, a bad term
Yeah.
at that. Like,
Yeah.
A
shit.
bad term.
No,
Like,
like
people-
it's bad. Like people be like, I'm. Usually when someone says I'm throwing, that means they're gonna throw the match. Obviously, they'll turn like Jeff, and like just swim in a circle or jump off or something like that. Niggas will say I'm throwing and turn into Widow, or like you'll see a Widow load in, you're like, please guys, please. It's the assumption now that's so funny. It could be a Lord Widow, which means you put 24 hours or more in with this character, and niggas will be like, please don't throw us. You could actually be good. But they don't. No one trusts it anymore. Like it's like, no, you're throwing.
Literally, just for the vibes. I'm here for the vibes because that's what happened. Diva, like in this argument where he's like, hey, like we're playing for 40K, a share of 40K in this tournament. They literally said, you care about the money? We're just here for the vibes.
No bullshit. He's like, I need this money. Like we're here for the vibes. Don't fuck up the vibes. Da, 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 da. Like that was like one of the main points that they had. No bullshit.
And that's not wrong, but then we could just play. We ain't got to do this tournament. We could just go play. Because isn't it like you can just play, right?
Another conversation that came up from it was like the conversation of competition is like a lot of people just want to participate. He's like, no, this guy came to compete, and he's actually the #1 Magic player in Marvel Rivals. So like he's obviously coming to compete. And you have a #1 player on your team. That nigga tell me to switch, it's yes, sir. Cause I'm obviously in the wrong. Cause this nigga went 18-2 to her 0-5 in one of the matches.
He actually beat a 6v1, I think, earlier in that game.
He did. And they're like, she's getting dove. He's like, I'm 6v1ing I'm 5v1ing the rest of the team. She should be able to handle one person.
Yeah. But all that to say, yeah. So now, I'm here for the vibes, or I'm just vibing out. Is now things people say in the chat just regularly.
Especially.
So
when you're
it
losing.
sounds like, to me,
Yeah.
the outsider,
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like this just got blown out of proportion. It sounds like he does this and he uses it for money, and he went on his platform to talk about what happened, and then because people felt embarrassed because some other people probably were like, oh, how dare you go into a competition and just be for the vibes, and then make jokes and make memes out of it. They felt bad, so then they came and said their part, which made them look worse because they were, not that they were wrong, it's just like it just didn't fit Like their vibes suck. Your vibes suck. Whatever
Yeah.
vibe this is
You
a
didn't
bad
pass
vibe.
the vibe check.
You didn't pass the vibe.
No. And so then, of course, because now there are multiple high level people in this community talking about this,
Yep.
and then of course, then your influencers hop on the train, and it just blows up. It's just downhill. So
Yeah.
here's the thing: if you're embarrassed, shut the fuck up.
The biggest thing, like he said, and the weird thing was nobody on. Ironically, it was a mainly girl team. I think it was a 4-2 split with guys and girls. None of them wanted to take accountability, so that goes back to the joke there. But no one wanted to take accountability and say, you know what? Like, she took accountability after the fact, like way after she doubled and tripled down, and was like,
Yeah.
I as as captain, I should have tried to diffuse the situation. Like someone was like, tell him to shut the fuck up and all that. He never cussed at them or anything. Like, and they were like, I should try to diffuse the situation rather. And everyone was saying that, like, you should just try to diffuse the situation. Hey, let's give this a shot, and if this doesn't work, we'll give it a switch, because this is her main person. Any of that could have worked.
So yeah, the team captain didn't. She was one of the agitators. She was not trying to diffuse it. She was riding the wave, and then at one point, Kingsman just stopped talking, and at the end of a game, they were like, "Yeah, Zaza, tell him shut his bitch ass up," or something like you. There was no need to throw in that extra flair. And they were showing. They found clips of them on stream, what they were saying on mute while middle of the thing. Like they were clowning him and making jokes. It's like, oh, he's a broke college student. Wham. Like they were just tripling and doubling down on the negativity for no reason, and it just wasn't
Israel joke.
We made a weird Israel.
It was a terrible joke. It did not land at all. And then she like tried to backtrack it, like, no, like supporting his like that's like supporting Israel. Like some people go hard for Israel. That's what I meant. I'm like, nah. I get explaining a joke sometimes. That was just a bad joke. Like you got to read the room.
So yeah, like y'all gotta learn how to just take y'all L's. Y'all not good at it. Like this generation is not good at saying, all right, yeah, I messed up, my bad, let's move forward.
No.
Y'all want to be right so bad that y'all gonna double, triple down, and then when you do admit to your wrongdoing, it feel like bullshit. It's just like
because that's why you're seeing that you're standing your ground, and that your subscribers, your viewers, and all the negativity coming towards you is not fading. It's just increasing. You're like, maybe I should stop and try the other way.
Yeah, because their primary goal is thought is, I'm not wrong in this situation. I'm gonna stand 10 toes. They post something, they see that, like he says, the negativity increases. And then once it does, they're like, maybe if I clarify, negativity gets worse. And they're like, oh, maybe I am wrong. Because, like, I said it and clarified what I meant. And these niggas is saying, no, you're more fucked up.
Yeah.
Just having a little bit of empathy would have gone a long way, though. It could say, like, in the moment, I felt like I was right, but my bad for making you feel bad or whatever.
Yeah. And then I think the worst is how they carried it out, because he was trying to convey his concerns, and they were clowning and cursing at him and all this other stuff. She ended up going on mute, calling the tournament admins and telling him to kick him from the team without saying anything to him. So he just randomly was removed from the team. And
then that's not the main. That's one of the reasons, because Zaza's boyfriend, I believe it was, made a whole sheet up of it. And like a whole Google Docs, and then send it to him with clips and all this stuff and things that were said and logs and blah blah blah. But the way the doc was set up, obviously it was set up so that it appears like he was the aggressor more, because if you watch his VOD, he has the whole interaction on there, and when you see it all for what it is, it's like that's a completely different story. So yeah. And like he said, it got blown out of proportion more so because of what they were doing and trying to defend themselves when they were in the wrong. Because he posted this video and was going to kind of leave it at that. And then the girl messaged him like, oh, you should have told me. Like, he posted their DMs. She started with like, I want you to take it down. I want to be able to stream with a peace of mind. I had a panic attack, And then he's like, I'm not taking it down. It's literally just me explaining my side. I told people not to give you hate. I can't control what everyone does. Sorry about that. And then immediately switched to just being rude and negative. And then he blocked her. And he was like, I'm not going to, keep talking about this. I'm leaving it up. Blocked her. And then she starts reaching out to other people. Like, yo, can you message him? I want to apologize and do this. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Like,
People
he
just
posted all that shit.
y'all crash outs go crazy. Y'all crash outs go crazy, and y'all be doing stuff that can be y'all be like y'all know this stuff is documented. Like
Them
you can
Twitch
crash
chats
out
are
and be
not
mean and be a bitch
encrypted.
all you want, but they just take a screenshot and then show everybody. It takes 2 seconds. I screenshot a lot. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. Y'all are weird.
It's unfortunate, but anyways, the situation got blown to the point where everyone was talking about it, and I just didn't care, personally. But I mean, I get it. Like it's really just an testament to this generation, and yeah, a testament to this generation, its flaws, and the Marvel Rivals community, and how negative it can be because it's a team game. Like
Yeah.
I'm
So
asking you to help play for the team, and you're saying no.
No.
Right. So
That
the
is-
funniest
yeah.
thing is Kingsman didn't have a Twitter before. I was trying to find it, but he made a Twitter so he could post that, get a little bit more traction on his video and stuff like that, because it would be a hot Twitter topic. And the first tweet was like, I wasn't gonna say anything about this or post this, and then it was the DMs. My God, he got so many followers off that, like thousands.
Dang.
In the first day of making
That's
Twitter, I'm
great.
like, yeah, this kid's going somewhere.
Going places.
But yeah,
To stay on the sad note, Catherine O'Hara passed yesterday. And if you don't know who that is, she's the mom from Home Alone. She's also the mom in Schitt's Creek. She goes, she's a comedian, actress, and it's just sad. And she's funny. She is hilarious. If you've never seen Schitt's Creek, it's so much fun. Basically, this rich family finds out that their accountant embezzled their money, like took all their money, and now they're broke. But as a joke, some years ago, the father bought a town for the son. So he owns this town. So they go live in this town, and the town's called Schitt's Creek. Um, and it's just them being like semi-poor and trying to figure out how to rebuild their wealth in this poor-ish town, and they end up and like how the family interacts, and it's just really funny because like the kids are just spoiled and they don't get it. They're not down to earth, and yeah,
It's a lot of good
Fun.
deadpan humor.
yeah, a lot of good dip in here. It's hilarious, and it ends so sweet. Like it has like a perfect bow ending. For its trajectory. She's also the stepmom in Beetlejuice.
did you say that Schitt's Creek? It's a show.
Yeah.
Yes.
She said it was a movie.
No, she said she's the mom in Home Alone.
Mom in Home Alone.
I didn't know
and
Schitt's
Mom
Creek
in-
was a show. It's got 6 seasons.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good.
5 seasons.
Yeah.
All right. That being said, my next news point, a little bit of sad stuff. Dominic Thorne reportedly will not be returning as Ironheart for Doomsday.
Why?
I'll be Ironheart.
I don't know. Apparently,
Wait,
there's
why?
some stuff going on. I couldn't find anything at the moment.
Concrete.
Yeah, anything concrete that I wanted to go with, but that was like one of the headlining topics I saw from a Twitter page. I wasn't able to find specifically what's going on, but I think it might be some internal issues going on with it. Let's see if I can find it immediately, really quickly. Yeah, I can't find it, but I'm trying to find it. But yeah, so I'm a little bit sad about that because like she's definitely like was trying to put more into it. Like the only thing that really came up was that there's no official reports about it out yet, so I'm hoping that in the next few weeks we'll hear some drama on it. I'm gonna try and follow the story, and if I get something, I'll let you know. I wasn't the biggest fan of Ironheart. It was solid, animation was great, or CGI was great. I guess I just didn't like how it ended. For all of that, I hate when characters don't learn a lesson. Riri Williams is very hard-headed.
I don't think she was in a place to learn. I
don't give
think
a
that
fuck.
a lot of people. I don't think she was in a place to learn. I don't. I don't think they developed her enough throughout the show for her to learn a lesson.
Oh, you
And I
don't
think
think
that's the-
having to deal with your dead best friend on a daily basis is
didn't.
not a place to learn?
She didn't. But she didn't. She didn't.
I
She
don't
didn't
like it.
deal with it. She avoided it the whole season, and then when she finally did lean into it, she lost it. and then went into, like, there was no emotional recovery in this show for her to learn a lesson. When the emotional recovery was happening, a traumatic event happened on top of that, but she did not have time to even, like, first of all, she didn't acknowledge her PTSD. And then when she started acknowledging it, another traumatic event happens. And then she does not get a chance to acknowledge that traumatic event. And she goes into a battle. And then at the end of the battle, they're saying, I can fix what just happened. There's no way that she's that there is no time for healing. And that is the point.
That makes
Man,
sense.
fuck her and that PTSD. You saw what happened to the person who made this deal and did this thing, and then you go and do the same shit. You are dumb, and I don't respect you.
Well, it's not that she's dumb. She's not doing this. Though Riri Williams is portrayed as a logical person, she does not act logically. She functions off of emotion a lot.
Yeah. But and I feel like
Yes.
In an unhealthy manner.
I haven't seen the show, but as I understand, when it comes to certain types of logical people, I mean smart people, they're really intelligent from a technical standpoint, but they're emotionally driven by the things that they do.
Yes, that
And
defines
she's
Riri
emotionally
Williams
inept.
to a fault. Yes, she is
Yes.
super smart, but everything she does is emotionally driven. Not a single thing she did in that show was not a single thing, but 90% of the things she did was
Not a
emotionally
single
driven.
thing.
No, there was some
Yeah.
things she did intelligently, but immediately after, when if anything goes awry, if anything fucks up, emotions then lead. Emotions with intelligent backing.
And so the other thing is she has the technical know-how to make things happen, right or wrong. Whether she's doing it like granted, I don't ever think it's coming from a negative place, but whether the decision is right will have good or negative consequences. She has the mechanical backing to do her decision, to make her decisions happen. So whatever she decides, she can make happen, which is a problem. It's very layered, and I think a lot of people didn't like it. And I did a rant, and I never posted it, and I should have. A lot of people didn't like it because it hit too close to home. They were one of two people. They were either, hear me out.
I'm listening. I don't feel like as if I meet this category, but I am definitely listening.
They were either the person who is not dealing with their emotional trauma, so they see her actions and are like, they either see her actions as weird or they see it as justified, or they're the person who are enabling someone in their emotional trauma, like her mother, who is just like, let her figure it out. They'll come to me when it's time, and not lending that helping hand a little bit more. And I think that is why a lot of people felt, and I'm going to use the word uncomfortable because I don't have a better word, uncomfortable with this show, because this show is too real. It's too close to reality. It's not fantastical enough.
I think
I'm
you
not
are
saying
right
it's a
in
bad
some-
thing. I love what it is. I love
Niggas
what it
can't
is.
even give flowers out here. God damn it.
No, I'm sorry. I wanted to address that. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, she didn't like it." No, I love it for what it is. I'm just saying that's why it's getting this feeling.
I probably wouldn't hate it as much if it didn't end the way it did, but I understand why it ended the way it did. Still hate it though. I do not feel as if I fit either one of those categories. I think I've dealt with all, if not most, of my emotional traumas.
Yeah, sure.
I'm solid. I'm great. Very well adjusted.
Well, that's. I feel like you're saying exactly what she did.
No, I've dealt with everything. I can talk, deal with. I don't have panic attacks or anything like that.
Just because you don't have a physical response doesn't.
I don't have an I don't cry either. I'm good. What you want to talk about? I do it. But my point is, I don't think I fit that category. However, I just don't like characters that don't develop. And that's one of the main reasons why I kind of like fell off from Family Guy and prefer American Dad. And that's my best example. Family Guy started with Peter doing hijinks and stupid stuff, but usually the end of it, he apologizes, he learns something different changes, or it's like a joke of like, oh yeah, but we'll never change, and something like that. To Peter's just a dumbass who does dumbass shit and crazy shit and says things, and it's just that. American Dad started the similar way. However, Stan Smith has grown very much since the first episode of American Dad. And in almost every episode, whether he learns something, he develops.
I think that you need to give season 2 a chance. I
I'm still
think
gonna
that
watch it, and I'm hoping that
oh yeah,
season
oh
2 makes it
yeah, I
a,
think
a
she's going to
well-rounded
grow.
character. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I do not knock the writing. I just don't like it. I don't like it when stories end this way, right? It's like how Jordan didn't like how Avengers Infinity War was a two-parter and it wasn't said to be part 1. I'm like, that ruins it because it means that you're not
Closure.
looking for a full you're not looking when things are a part 1 versus a part 2, you're not looking for a full story. You're looking for the rising action, and we stop at the rising action, and that's your expectation. Infinity War was a full movie. It was its own movie. There's a rising action, a climax, and falling action. It's a full movie. It completes the full bell.
Yeah.
When something's a part 1 versus a part 2, you kind of stifle yourself because now that you've ended on this high note, you're going into the next movie without rising action or maybe a slight bit of rising action, but you're already at the climax and everything else is a fall off. That's
Yeah,
the
but they're
problem
separate
with
movies.
exactly, but they're separate movies. Versus if you have movie 1, movie 2 that can stand alone because they both do this and have a full bell, you
Yeah.
have that. And I feel like what we're witnessing here is this is a full bell. So I don't like how it ended. However, if season 1 and season 2
I
go
don't think
together
it's a
well
full
and they're
bell.
2 full bells, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I don't think this is a full bell, and I think like the ending makes that clear. And then also on top of that, that you just blew my mind. I think that's the problem with Wicked.
Yes. Ends on a high note, doesn't really give you time to rise back into it. I'm not gonna get sexual with this one, but it's like if you have something that's amazing, but you don't give your taste buds, like you eat something amazing, you're supposed to eat a palate cleanser afterwards, so that the next thing isn't affected by that. But if you eat something amazing and then go right into the next thing and eat that too, it might not be as great.
It's more like sweet. So like, let's say I do this a lot, and I hate like if you let's say you have a smoothie and then you drink water.
Yes.
The water tastes weird because of the smoothie that you just had.
Yeah.
Like that. But yeah. So
A great
my next
example is the
question-
Avatar series. The first one, full bell. The second one, half bell. The third one, full bell.
Oh, is that why I didn't watch the second one?
The second one was okay, but it wasn't as good as the first or the third
It
one.
was predictable.
Very much so. The third one though, that
Yeah.
third one,
I
go
haven't
see
seen
it. That movie was great.
Oh,
That was cool. I mean, I didn't watch the second one, and I felt like they kept trying to reference it a lot, and I was just like, eh. But I mean, I thought it was okay. Like it was a full, complete movie. It was
Yeah.
good enough.
As a guy who watched the second one with joy before I watched the third one, all honesty, you can knowing the key points of the second one is much better than seeing it. If I'm being
Yeah.
real with you.
I believe it because they weren't essential to the third one, but they were relevant because I'm like, what are these whale things? It's like, oh,
Exactly.
so that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
that one was a hero in the last one, so that's why he's important.
Yeah.
And say, oh, and the brother died. Got it. Okay, that's all I need.
That's really all you need. And in Quidditch is back.
Yeah. Again.
That's really, in all honesty, that's what you need. That's the main point. And Spider's a human that lives with them. Like that, those 4 or 5 points. If someone gave you that and you went straight from 1 to 3, and like Jake's not in the forest anymore, you'll be fine. It honestly is not going to affect your experience.
So to keep on the Black Marvel TV shows, do you feel like Wonder Man is getting a similar rollout to Ironheart, where it just feels like we're not hearing about it enough?
I've been seeing it everywhere.
I've been seeing it
Oh,
everywhere. I think
okay.
that they're doing more for
I feel
Wonder
like I
Man than
didn't
they
see it
did with
enough.
any of the other stuff. I think that advertisement is hard now because there's so many different streaming platforms versus when it was on cable, you just have to pay for it to be on cable. And they'll find a way and find a place to put it in. Versus now, you have to pay that same fee multiple times over from multiple streaming services, which is really hard. And if someone has like ad free, which people are paying for a reason, it's a little harder to get those things done.
Yeah.
Like, how do you pick and choose where that's going to be shown? In all honesty, I would always say Twitter. Twitter's something people scroll on. Twitter and TikTok right now are two of the best. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, best place to put it because a lot of people have YouTube Premium and aren't going to see it. Twitter, you can't avoid ads unless you're paying for it, and most people aren't paying for Twitter. TikTok, you can't pay for ad-free Twitter or TikTok, so you're gonna
Instagram
see it
too.
anyway. Hmm?
So
I said Instagram too.
Yeah.
yeah. So I feel like you if you think Wonder Man had a bad rollout, always remember Snow White.
My God, that had a bad rollout. I think
But that's
Ironheart
because they
had a
needed
bad
shit.
rollout, and then when in the last 2 weeks they went crazy. But Wonder Man's been having a good rollout. They've been advertising this for a little while now.
Yeah. When Disney
Um,
does not want to roll something out, you will know because you never heard of it.
yep, yep.
Like
Fair.
there are two great anime that Disney owns that no one knows of because they did no coverage for it.
Would you
As
like
we've
to share
seen in
them?
the past with one of my favorite things ever, Disney will let something die just because.
Yes, that's a
Just
Treasure
because it
Planet.
doesn't fit or just because of internal shit, because fuck y'all for not having Treasure Planet and Treasure Planet 2. I would have loved a Treasure Planet 2. This nigga's a grown ass captain, really sharing the lessons. Maybe he got a kid. Maybe he found a kid that he gonna teach. The old pirate dude come back. He found some old treasure, about to help him out, save the galaxy for real type shit. I'd love that. Love it. But I'm never gonna get it ever. But I promise you, I'll get a Lilo and goddamn Stitch remake.
You already got it.
Yeah,
I
you got.
know.
You're gonna get another one too.
I know.
Yeah.
Keeping it moving. Konosuba season 4 announced. Happy about that. I love me some Konosuba. Thanks, Heat, for Konosuba.
I did that.
Yeah.
Wrote that.
No, you didn't write it, but you introduced me to it, and it's funny as fuck. So fucking funny. It's one of the only animes I know where their actions have legitimate consequences. You just don't see them until the next season.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally.
Like normally someone's like that in Shield Hero, like you slay a dragon, like a Shield Hero, you slay a dragon, it disappears or whatever. Nope, that bitch is decaying because you didn't dispose of the giant body. Or in this one, like, oh yeah, we used a bunch of water to get rid of all these demons and it worked. Yeah, but you like flooded the city and did irreparable damage to the walls. So that 20 mil you was about to get, we taking like 18 of it to repair this wall.
Yeah. It's Konosuba is it's probably I'm gonna say outright comedy isekai number one. As a comedy isekai number two, because Eminence in Shadow is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's the next one I
It,
gotta watch in my free time.
it is literally an isekai about a guy wanting to ore farm, but not letting people know he's the one ore farming. Like he literally
He's a
wants to
reverse
be
superhero.
he wants to be a background character, but he also wants to be this guy that's this omnipotent like presence that everyone's questioning, like who are you? Like what are you? Like who is that? And he doesn't know what's going on. Like he just says shit and just says whatever, and people take it and run with his ideas and be like, thanks for that because you taught me about things from your world. So now we invented like this new currency in the form of banking, and I know this is all part of your great plan. And he's like, well, yeah, obviously, like this
And
was
then you have that moment where it cuts to his internal thoughts. I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
his internal thoughts is more like, should I cross my legs here or should I just like nod my like he's literally trying to figure out how to make the moment more aura farming. Like there's literally a moment where someone's talking to him about update and he's writing in his notepad, note to self, close window next time. It's cold as hell in here. He's like, it added to the aura, but I'm cold. I won't do this again. Like he's just writing these things, and then when he's done, he's like, oh, like what are you writing? He's like, here, this is a secret message. It's coded in 5 different languages that you've never heard of. But once you decipher it, let me know what you think. Bro, they literally came back and was like, we figured it out. This was all part of your secret plan. We decoded your note. I'm like, they showed us that note. He wrote it with code. It has nothing to do with conspiracies of any kind.
That's so fucking
Like,
funny.
yeah, when it comes to outright funny, Konosuba is number one for me. But secretly funny, I have to give it to Eminence in Shadow because it does nonsensical things. But Konosuba is
That
like,
means Slime Rates 3 for you.
I wouldn't consider Slime funny. It's more political. It has funny moments, yeah.
It's
but
80% funny, and then the conversations are political.
yeah, but that's like its main driver is to be political, and like Konosuba's main driver is to be a comedy, and Eminence and Shadow is just to horrify. Like there's literally an episode where the moon turned red for something, and he was walking down an alley, and some girl appeared on a roof and was talking about like what the red moon meant, and he was like, "Damn, what she said is hard as fuck." This nigga spent the whole episode just appearing in places, repeating what she said.
That's
That's it.
funny.
Just repeating what she said in
Oh,
other areas because he thought it was hard.
Now, I want to
That's
say
crazy.
I've been getting a lot of TikTok edits of people like showing flash steps, and I gotta say, not Konosuba, Eminence and Shadows flash step is my favorite type, where it's like, flash step usually after image and dashing around and shit, and you see like
Yeah.
people moving quick, or like you see them phase and phase. I like the one because JJK did it too. I think they might have even been referencing it, but I like the one where you see them ready to take a step and they just disappear. No movement, no dust. They're just gone.
Gone.
I
Fair.
love that because that is a speed feat of its own. After image means you're moving fast enough that I can still perceive something. This means you are moving so fast, I can't. You disappeared. Light is not able to touch you for me to perceive you. That is fast.
Now, with that said, Konosuba season 4 coming out. I actually forgot about that. Is it this season or next season?
Next
Assuming
season.
next season.
Next season.
So it's spring 2026. Season 3 was kind of lackluster for me, but I mean it should be funny. If you have not seen Konosuba, I would definitely recommend it as a comedy because it is very unmatched. And the characters are hilarious.
My
The
bad.
premise.
It's
What?
out.
Oh, season 4.
January 13th is what it said. 2026. Let's see. Konosuba. Let's see. Season. No, it says it's supposed to be out. Oh no, it was confirmed. It was my bad. It was confirmed. So end of the year. End of the year, start of the new year. Late 2026, early 2027. So
Okay,
that winter season is when it's supposed to come out.
Well, it being confirmed, that'd be cool. If you haven't checked it out, I recommend it. Because it's a comedy. This whole premise is a kid dies and is going to be isekai into a new world. And the goddess, while she's explaining to him, she busts out into laughter because the way he died is he didn't get hit by a truck coon. It was a tractor, and he saw somebody thinking they were going to get hit by a truck and jumped in front of it. But the tractor moves at like 2 miles per hour, so it wasn't going to kill them. So they'd be like, well, so what killed me? Oh, it was the shock. The shock
You had
of
a
the
heart
incident.
attack and
And
died.
you had a heart attack and died, and you pissed your pants while they were transferring you to hospital. Like the goddess is laughing him out because this is the most ridiculous thing she's ever heard. And she's just like, yeah, so I'm gonna send you to a new world. Good luck. You can take one thing with you. She laughed him out so hard. He's like, I'm taking you. She's like, huh? And then another goddess
You
comes
can
in
have
for-
one skill, one power. It could be S rank. It's amazing, and you'll have to,
Anything.
save this new world. And he's like, "Oh, cool. Can I take you? I mean, technically, yeah, you coming with me?
Another goddess comes out and is like, I mean, yeah, he could do that. Don't worry, I'll like manage your job, but you'll be back as soon as you defeat the Demon King with this loser, this loser otaku that doesn't leave his house.
This neat is what they call him.
So, yeah, and that's how it starts, and it's
That's
just
crazy.
it's just comedy from there. It's pure comedy from there in the best of ways. Yeah, that was your point, so I didn't mean to jump, but yeah.
No, great thing. I'm glad you took over there. You are definitely the bigger fan, but I enjoy it very much.
I have another one. Lore Olympus. It's a webtoon about Hades and Persephone's story. A retelling of it. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like they're like blue and pink. You've probably seen cosplays of them. Maybe the Persephone.
I got a picture
But
of them
it's
at
getting-
the last con we were at.
Yeah, they're getting an anime. It's getting animated, and it'll be on Amazon Prime.
That's nice.
So that's really exciting. Yeah,
That's
it's
actually
really
a fitting
exciting.
place
It's a
for it. I
really
think it'll
good-
do very well.
I think it'll do very well there as well. I own all of the volumes,
I bought
and
you
it's a
one.
really good story. You did. It's good.
He, you got anything to say on that?
I don't. Do I know Laura Olympus?
Probably not.
You may not.
You might know how it looks like, but I don't think you know it. It's a webtoon series.
Okay, then yeah. No.
Next news point: Ryan Hurst is cast as Kratos.
We like Greek mythology though, so that looks cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let's go with it.
And like every god is like a different. Every god is like a different color, like a
Makes
color.
sense. Yeah.
Sometimes she just don't be listening to me, and I noticed that.
Yeah. You do.
I
You
said
do the
going
same
out.
thing.
I do. No,
do.
sometimes I really just got to get shit off, or else I won't remember. But I do. Ryan Hurst is cast as Kratos in the God of War live action series that they're making. A lot of people were upset about this because they're like, why didn't we just cast the black dude for real? I forgot his name. Off the rip.
The voice
They're, like,
of
just
Kratos.
right there, huh?
A voice.
The voice of Kratos.
Yes.
Voice.
Yes, the voice of Kratos. Yeah, yes. But he kind of fits the bill. He's got a beard, I guess. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. I think I just kind of want to see him. A lot of people were upset. A lot of people weren't upset. It was a mixed bag of reviews, but the general consensus was like it was right there. The voice of Kratos who's also an actor and voice actor, could just do it.
Do it. Yeah.
It's not up to the people. It's up to the casting director. So
It is. It is up to the casting director.
And they're probably going for a look. No offense.
I mean, Kratos was Greek, so in theory he would be a tan-skinned man.
yeah.
No, they're just gonna put some tan on this guy and make him look a little bit more goldeny.
Actually, it was
Yeah.
ashen, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. He's covered in the ash of his wife and kids, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So he was a Spartan. He was gonna lose to these people, and he called upon the god of war, Ares, and said like, if you give me the power to kill these people, I'm in service to you forever. So he did, and he killed him. And then he was Ares' kind of like war dog.
Acrolite.
And then,
Acrolite.
Yeah. And then he would give him missions, and one of his missions was to basically destroy this village. And in a blood rage, he destroyed this village and burned it to the ground, not knowing that his wife and daughter were in one of the houses. And then as punishment, they're like, you killed your wife and daughter, haha. And he got branded with the ashes of his wife and daughter that are attached to his skin forever.
That's nasty. But okay.
And then he swore vengeance and killed all of the gods of Olympus.
Yep.
Fair. Look. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Makes sense.
Well, first game he killed
What did
Ares
the
and became the. So the first game he killed Ares and became the god of war. The second game I forgot, and the third game he killed like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, that sounds like the right path.
Yeah. So,
And now he has a son.
anything else?
Oh yeah, I got some other ones. The Fall Off. We will be doing a review of that. Announced for February 6th, JCole's final album. Absolutely.
Okay.
Give me your predictions. Do you think this will be gas? Do you think this will just be a mid-album?
I have no thoughts. Unfortunately, I don't know J. Cole to make bad music. That's
fair point.
I don't have any real thoughts. I haven't thought about it like since the announcement. I listened to his winter whatchamacallit pack. I thought that was good. J. Cole for his birthday.
My bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just notifying. If you did not know, J. Cole on his birthday, which I think was January 28th, because of the winter storm and everything, he named it like the winter pack or something, and it was like a 4-album little EP. I mean, not 4-song little EP.
I didn't know that. I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, and damn it, what's that DJ's name? He used the actual DJ that's like really known and from back in the day. I know the sound really well. Go on, carry on.
I just listened to IDK's album the other day. Solid. Diva, any thoughts on that? J. Cole? Miss Force Hill Drive?
Wait, what? I mean, I'm gonna listen to it, I guess, because I have to. I probably wouldn't have if you didn't make me.
Birthday Blizzard, that's what it was called.
You're welcome.
Nothing against J. Cole. I don't listen to J. Cole.
Let's see if this is really gonna give 2016 vibes, because in 2016 he released an album.
Everybody wants 2016 vibes, and I ain't mad at it because 2016 was a great year. It was. I was having a time in
Sorry, I just had war
2016.
flashbacks. It was great.
Clue, DJ Clue, got it.
Okay.
Like 2016, that's the year I retired from swimming. I, like
I was out
I was
here
like,
being a little skis.
I was in a relationship, but it was like healthy then, so it was fun. It was fun. It was a
I
fun
guess.
time.
But
What's up?
no, I was just gonna say, yeah. It's, February 6th, you said, look out for it. He did drop his birthday Blizzard freestyles. Interesting music. Took some shots back at Kendrick. Not necessarily at Kendrick, but just kind of addressed the whole apology situation.
I got you.
Mhm.
I will say this. I'm putting my prediction here. I've told everybody. I've put it on social media and all that. Excuse me. I think he's gonna be at DreamCon this year. And I think that because this album comes out February 6th, he's cool with RDC. He said last year he wanted to go, but he was working on music and other stuff. I think he's going to make it more of a priority to go this year, especially with by that time, the album would have been starting to die down, unless it has some summer hits. It would have been starting to die down, and then you can use it to rehype. Oh, JCole gonna be here. He said he'll give us a concert. He said he's gonna do this. He said he's gonna be at this spot. So whatever influx of tickets has not been sold yet by let's say May, June, when they announced that, the rest of them are
I thought
sold.
they were done selling tickets.
They had a drop, which means that they are now available. They are still tickets available.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that being said, I think that that's what's gonna happen, and that'll be their final push for getting the last of their ticket sales. I don't think Meg will be back this year. I think that relationship is gonna need some tender love and care over the next couple years. However, they do know other famous people, specifically J. Cole, who people want to be around and want to see. That is my prediction.
Yeah, a good prediction. We got it. It is recorded. It's noted. So we're gonna see. I think
January
it's a good
31st,
prediction.
baby.
Any more news?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, just our 2 reviews. To Be Hero. How's everybody feeling about
Yes.
that?
First, I'm going to speak to this because I wanted to share. So, Valve, the publisher, or no,
People who
sorry,
on Steam.
yeah, Valve is facing a lawsuit for
what?
basically $900 million
Oh my God.
over developer commissions in Britain. So basically, they're saying that they have a monopoly on them publishing games. So they're preventing like cheaper studios and stuff from releasing things early. Like they're basically forcing people to come to the Steam platform for everything for Steam in some capacity. And they're like, it's not fair. And so they're facing a lawsuit.
I can see what they're saying, but I doubt they're gonna win that, considering there are other platforms that you can go to. You just don't want
Yeah.
to. Steam is the largest one.
Well, they were saying, yeah, but then like, for certain components of things, you have to go reach back to Steam for it. Like, it's no way to not have Steam involved in a lot of processes. And it's too much of a large, monopoly on it. So
That's interesting. We should definitely follow that, because that's a very interesting thing. I don't think they're gonna win that, just because I know of like 3 different sites that you can go to for games and stuff, unless you want a kit for certain things. But you can also get kits from them.
But from what I'm understanding is if you have to go back, even if, let's say, even if I'm going to go to a different website to put the game out, I still have to go through Steam for something. Then
So,
I think
I don't know
is
the game development process that well. I know some of it, but to me, you never really have to go to this publisher for anything if you're going to like example, the Epic Game Store, right? If I wanted to post my game, I can just post it there. I don't have to go to Steam for anything. I'm developing my game. I do everything, my kits and all that. I get it from whoever I'm putting the game towards, and then I would just go to the Epic Game Store instead. And the main reason you would do that is, like you said, publisher prices, the amount you have to pay for entry, the amount you have to give up, et cetera, right? If it's not good and they don't feel like it's a valid take on it, like, oh, you got to give me 30%. It's like, I don't want to give you 30%. These people don't say I got to give you 10%. Well, I'm Steam. I said you got to give me 30%. Then I get it.
The lawsuit, for context, is being filed on behalf of up to 14 million people in the United Kingdoms who bought games or additional content through Steam and other platforms since 2018. And they're facing damages worth 600, well, yeah, the 900 million. So this is because they're alleging that the company charges publishers excessive commissions when selling titles on Steam and is set to go ahead.
So it sounds like what I said. You put your game on there, and then I'm charging the publisher a bunch of money, which hikes up the price because they got to make their bottom line.
Up
And
to
you said
30%.
Yeah, and you're saying yeah, there you go, 30%. And you said the small developers, so that would make sense. Like, let's say it's a $10 game, right? If I'm taking 30% of the $10 you're charging, I'm taking $3. Yeah. You're only making $7. Yeah. I'm gonna up the price to $15 for real, because if it's $13, you'll pay $15. I'm gonna up to $15, $14.99. And I guess that's a class action suit, but I'm very curious to how that'll play out because there's other places you can put it. And I feel like that'll be the main argument of their lawyers. You don't have to come to us. That is your choice.
Yeah, but I feel like the monopoly aspect is kind of what they're going to try to press on because
Agreed. And I don't fuck with a monopoly.
No
but at that
does.
point, it also kind of begs the question of what would you do then? I mean, you could try and break it up into two different sections, but then it's just a duopoly.
Right.
You have to break it up into multiple parts that have to be competitive. Otherwise, it doesn't matter.
Can I throw an audible? Because this is a great transition. Since this is happening in the UK, can we do ears and then reviews of shows?
Sure. What's your audible?
Because the ears are United Kingdom ears from Epcot.
They better not be basic bitch UK ears, or else I'm gonna get mad.
If I see those colors, it's up.
All right, so give me your numbers.
2, because I feel like they're gonna be basic bitch ears.
I like the UK. I'll give them a 3.
All right, so these are.
There it is, basic bitch ears.
These are not basic. These are little UK.
I know it's a UK flag. It's a UK flag, and then they just put the rubber plastic on top with Mickey ears. Basic bitch ears.
But like it's textured and everything.
I will give it credit for the texture.
I'll give it a 3 for the texture, and not just being a print.
See, it's like 3D. It's not a print.
We can see that.
Texture.
No, we can tell.
What's the piece in the middle? I can't really see it.
It says Epcot and it's Mickey. It's the glare.
Yeah,
it's a Epcot and it's a Mickey. It's Epcot and it's Mickey on the.
Get it in Maryland and then we can talk.
If they had this in Maryland, I'll have had this. This would be my ears. So the Maryland flag goes tough. Yeah, that was cool. These are Chris's because they wanted them. But yeah,
it seems like they would own things from the UK.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. All right. Into the show reviews. I thought that was just a cool
show review. That solid 3. Do you change your number?
No, I'll leave it all.
Good. So I had everybody have homework to watch To Be a Hero. At least get to episode 3, really, as there's 4 episodes out. I think Bento watched all 4. I'm in the middle of the 4th episode. I fell asleep last night watching it. I said, how long ago was that? A few weeks ago that I thought when I watched it, the preview, I said, I think this is going to be one of the big ones that come out. Like the sort of solid animation is refreshing. It's not super, it has its bright moments, but it's not always, super flashing in your face. I'm really liking the show. I like it a lot. I wish they would have some more action scenes other than just a few of the he throws this, and then they go charging in, and then it's the after action scene. I think it saves the animators a lot of time and effort, and I think the payout is going to be really big because I think they did the big action scene in the front end to show you that we can do this. And I think there's going to be a big one at the end that shows you we still got it. Don't get it twisted. Because a lot of the action scenes so far have been like the start of a fight, and then we flash to the end of the fight, and everyone's exhausted.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I hate that I'm enjoying it because I don't like to start things and not be able to finish it. I'm so mad that I'm stuck on episode fucking 4. But I do think it is hitting a little too close to home, and it's only funny because I called Greg yesterday and I was like, why'd you make me start this show where the government is obviously playing in people's face and people acting like the government ain't playing in their face? If we can all see it, everybody see it, the main character see it. And Jordan was like, America? And I was like,
Oh my goodness. And it's so funny because
No.
like episode what was that? Episode 3, she was literally like, "We
Yeah.
don't got time for your conspiracies." And he's like, "So there is a conspiracy. All right, bitch." Like he's like, "I'm on to y'all. I know."
Which is crazy because she says that in episode 3, and in episode 4, she's like, "All right, well, maybe you might be on to something." I'm like, "Shut up, bitch. Shut up." I hate her. All right, I hate her. She is so annoying, and I like that he called her on her shit. He's like, "So you did all of that because you felt guilty? So you was ready to kill everybody because you felt guilty because you went ahead with the order that you knew were wrong. So you was like, everybody must die. That's why you did it. And you think that makes you good? Okay, here's an icy."
I might be missing something. I don't really know what happened in this context. Yeah.
This was when they got the ices at the fair, and she was explaining like
This is
Episode
episode 4.
4.
Yeah.
It's
episode 4.
The
Okay.
episode that
So-
just came out. It came out like 2 days ago, so I'm not mad if you didn't watch
Did it?
that one.
So okay, yeah. If you didn't watch it, I watched it. I was off yesterday, so I watched it like while
That's
I was
my
off
point. It came out on the
yesterday.
29th, so yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
But yeah,
yeah, you probably
Heath, what are your thoughts on the show so far, bro?
I mean, I think it's a concept that people can get behind. They kind of just took the concept of RPGs in general, because you're usually like the hero in this fated land, and you do come back to life, but they never really question that. They just, and they said, "Oh, we'll make this an anime." It takes a lot of its lore from Log Horizon. No offense, because literally that is the premise of Log Horizon. They get trapped in the game, and they're still the players are looked at as heroes, and when they die, they lose parts of their memory and stuff. So it's like repeated death will drive you to Tatsu or whatever his name is.
Tatsu. I love Tatsu. He's my favorite character. Sadly.
Says
What
no
is
words.
with the trope that there's always a skinny guy that has a buff for him? Y'all saw his muscles swell up, like
muscle control.
yeah.
I feel like that's just your theme. I look at it as the Bucha effect. It's like no. Like I have
Fatty
muscle.
Bucha.
I can
Only
just
the real know that
control-
one.
I can just control my density.
Right.
No, it's just the blood. He's just not flexing for real. The blood relaxed. I got mad blood in my body, but don't let me flex on you niggas. That's what he was.
I think it's a good show. It'll probably have a good following because its uniqueness as a premise. I think it is a little dark and gritty at times. The whole concept of a Suicide Squad is generally like saddening, especially when it's like, hey, like you went to jail for something that was heinous enough to do this, but that doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. You could have just had a bad day that resulted in this.
Yeah. Well, and because of the corruption. Oh, right. Y'all haven't seen episode 4. He text me when you watch episode 4. Because we have a lot to talk about. We do. And you'll see why we have a lot to talk about.
I
So
get you.
guys, I just thought about something. You know what would be an amazing cosplay that I think someone could do?
Cool.
Dooley could do a swole fatty Bucha cosplay, and it would go hard. But the flexing, there's a lot of silence here. I don't like that.
I mean, it was left field. It was left field.
It was. I looked up a picture of Fatty Booch and I was like, Dooley could do that. That being said, the show's great. I'm not gonna say I love it. I like a lot of it. I really want to see how the season's gonna end. Honestly, that's what I'm most curious about because obviously they're taking out these demons like nothing, like the boss demons too. So I'm curious to what we're gonna get at the end. That's like our cliffhanger. You know, what's gonna be that piece that's like, oh, this demon's different, or like, oh. You know how they said 50% of the world's been blighted? It's really 75. Like, nah. Like, what's it gonna be? And then a little feature I love about the show is usually when the hero walks into town, it's, oh my god, the hero's here to save us. And this show is one of those heroes.
Yeah, and I feel like that is probably one of my favorite aspects because it's the social norm behind like, oh, heroes, criminals, like disgusting.
Exactly.
And it's like this squad, like they're going in and they're helping, like they're going out of the way to save people. And now it's really just warping people's idea of what a hero is. And so now you're questioning everything you know, and it's just like,
yeah.
I love it because like even when they came out the cave, I was gonna say even when they came out the cave, niggas was like, ugh, they couldn't have done this. It had to be the Knights. And it's like, the Knights were shaking their fucking boots.
The Knights are ass. The Knights are so much ass, and it's not even funny. It's like, y'all need this hero system because your Knights suck. The Knights have done nothing. And I think I would feel better if the Knights did something.
If they weren't just
But
fodder.
they are literally fodder. Not even like even the girl Knight, she's also fodder. Like she's not there and like I'm like, all right, well, maybe if you like reach the rank of captain, because it makes it harder for me to believe that he was also a captain. Because I'm like, you can't be this nice because she's ass and y'all were the same rank. So what's the like? Did you learn this while being a hero?
Hey,
It's just
there's
Some
levels
niggas
to
just
Vice
I was about to
Admiral.
say there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Some niggas just built like that.
you're right.
Also, he has
Dark to
like
Vice
2
Admiral.
sacred seals on him. Like,
Yes, he does. My last thing that I like about this, and this is probably just me being traumatized from reading BLs. I like how aware the main character is. In BLs, a lot of the times the main character is like just everything goes over their head. Like stuff will be happening, you be like that's red flag, flag, and they just be like dee, 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 dee. So like for him to just be on everything, and so like the biggest part, well, when I really like was like, oh, he really in it, he locked in, was when they were in the cave, and he said, y'all here for 2 things. Y'all here for this goddess. Y'all either here to get her killed or kill me to break this bond. So we gonna figure out which one. And then when it was like, all right, let's go save the people, he was like, oh, y'all want to kill me so y'all can keep her. Got it, understood. Like he's locked
it's
in.
like, she can stay here, I'll go, and when the shit hits the fan, just bury me. Like, this nigga's so unbothered. Like, fuck it, whatever. Y'all gonna get what y'all want anyway. Fuck it. I'd rather you just tell me.
Right, and he's like, y'all trying to do all this sneaky shit behind my back. Just tell me, because I'm already aware. We don't have to do this guessing back and forth. Even when she showed up, he's like, why do you think you're here? And she was like, of course, to defeat the thing. And he was like,
that's not our
you
orders.
really believed it? He was like,
he said, our orders is to set up camp. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that.
I feel like y'all are going into a lot of detail for something that's 4 episodes in the current airing season.
True.
Oh, sorry.
We could just be over analyzing, and then he'd be an actual dumbass. I don't think he is, but I agree.
No, he's locked in. I
think general synopsis is that the show is very good. Animation style is refreshing. And that we're all curious to where it's gonna go. I think that's the general synopsis, without getting too much into detail and spoiling too much of the show.
Yeah, I mean the animation is literally it's Studio Kai, and they did season 1 of Jobless Reincarnation. So when when the main cast came across the dragon god guy in that fight, like it's the same people. So I think it's overall good. We'll see what comes next.
So my one note or my one question to you guys is, how do you guys feel about hour-long first episodes in anime now, since a lot of plots usually have something a little bit more complex to them, and a lot more needs to be explained? Because the first episode is always the explanatory episode with a little bit of action to keep you locked in. I don't know. I think I like having an hour-long first episode, because then I get the information, I get the action, I get into it, and I can really kind of almost skip the 3-episode rule now. Because if I watch a whole hour-long first episode, maybe the second episode, I know if I'm into this, you know?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I think I like it. I like it, but I only like it when I realize it, because I didn't realize it was an hour long, and I was like 40 minutes in, and I was like, God damn, like what is and we not is this am I episode 2 yet? Not in a bad way. I was just like, I really feel
this
like
is a long episode. Yeah.
I was like, where the ending credits at? Like, am I there? And so it kept me kind of on the edge of my seat. So I'm like, when y'all gonna end this? Like, don't do it yet. Like, not yet. And then when they ended it, it was, of course, like, it felt ended, but I was just like, oh, you're an hour. My bad. That's on me. So I like it though.
When there's a lot to set up, those episodes make sense. I think a good example would be like when Luffy went to go save Sanji. Like that was an hour of that interaction, and if you broke that up, it really breaks up the flow of what's happening.
Right.
So sometimes it's better for them to just take the time to make the longer opening, because then you can keep the flow going and get to the conclusion that you want to get to get people hooked and interested.
I got you.
Yeah,
I liked it. I was with Diva. It was like, yeah, it felt long, but it was also like, don't end. don't end. Because I saw a couple points where you could have broke up the tension and like had the episode
Yeah.
split, but I liked the fact that it was just continuous. It felt like I was there with them, because the moment that it calmed down, hype right the fuck back up. Like, it was never a moment to fucking breathe for them. So yeah.
Yeah. Which makes it feel real.
And then the
All
last
right.
review that we got is High Guard. Me and he played it for a couple hours. It's a new game that came out by the studio that made Apex Legends and Titanfall. So a lot of people were giving it a lot of hate just going into it. It had, on the day of release, it had mostly negative reviews, or significantly negative reviews. And a lot of people were review bombing it. Me and he had some time to play it. We talked about it a little bit. Wanted to get on stream and get this conversation out, because I wanted to get my own opinion of the game. They said it's going to be like a game that people have never played before. And the only real controversy with it is that it was the last game shown at the Xbox. Was it Games Fest or Xbox
Game
Direct?
Awards.
Game Awards.
It's
At
a
the
Game
Game Awards.
Award.
That's what it was. At the Game Awards, which is usually reserved for the creme de la creme of what's expected next season, right? Or this next year. And for one thing, they didn't have to pay for it, because Jeff Keighley really just liked the game and wanted it to be shown. So he was like, hey, I like this game that you guys are making. Can I show it at my Game Awards show? And people were not pissed, but it set itself up for failure in that way, because this is a game that if it was shown in the middle of the showcase, no one would have cared, and people would have tried it, and it would have got its own hype, its own, comment section. But because it was the last thing, the expectations were through the fucking roof.
Gotcha.
So I wanted to give it a shot, because I knew it was going to get negative reviews, but I wanted to give it a shot, right? So, I'll actually let you start off, because, I mean, this
I
is
didn't
going to be
care
two
for it.
polarizing opinions.
I mean, when they said from the creators of Apex and whatever the other thing, I immediately didn't care, because I've never
Right.
played Apex. I never enjoyed Apex. I never liked the concept, so I don't care for it. I didn't necessarily think it would be a bad game. It's like, it's not for me. And after playing it, I mean, I know it's definitely not for me. It's not a terrible concept. There's a lot of unnecessary elements in there, and it's just, but it's looking at it graphically, it looks like it's an early design of a game, so maybe they're going to do updates as the year progresses, like a No Man's Sky type of situation. The one thing I will give them credit for, within the first week of it releasing, and the fact that it was a 3v3, they immediately made an update to make it 5v5, which actually added a lot more layers to the game than a 3v3. So
Oh yeah. I enjoyed it. I didn't go in with too many expectations. I was just trying to try and play it. The 3v3 mode was a little slow, for me personally, for such big maps. Like he said, you have to, like, in between rounds, you have to get, not rounds, in between interactions, you kind of have to gather resources so you can, or find armor and find guns. And gathering resources allows you to just buy them from the shops. That can be a little tedious. And in 3v3 mode, it's such a large map, you damn near never run into the enemy until it's time to, like, try and get the thing to break in their base. Then it's usually one or two quick fights, and then someone's at someone's base. In the 5v5 mode, for as big as the maps are, it felt perfect. You would run into people a little bit more frequently, maybe have a one-off fight, fight over some resources, and then when it came to the bigger battles, it was longer, more drawn out, more thought was put into it. It wasn't, I made a mistake, now my teammates getting 3v2'd and rushed and done with. It was like, since there's 5 people, if mistakes were made, they could be recovered from. The fights lasted a little longer. The character abilities are pretty spread out. Some are definitely more OP than others. Like,
more variables.
one nigga can turn into an ice giant and has a shit ton of health. If he turns into that on the point, you're not getting the bomb off. Period, point blank. It's not happening. It's too much of a closed space. That definitely needs, like, a nerf, or something needs a buff. Because like, you can do shit like that, but there's also a dude whose, like, ability is kind of just to break walls. No bullshit. Like, that's his ability is he breaks walls, and it's not that good comparatively to the ice giant nigga who can rebuild walls and turn into an ice giant. I feel like the gameplay loop can get a little stale. I think it's the best if you have friends, because the 3v3 coordination is really difficult. When you have 3 random niggas who have to coordinate effectively to beat 3 other random niggas, it can be very difficult. Versus 5 people in limited space, 2 or 3 of y'all gonna go the same direction and make it work. those are my, I guess, pros. I guess my cons list is a little long, but I think it's all things that can be fixed. At first, this was a con. It turned into a pro. The movement, it felt a little stiff. But once I understood to use the mount a lot more, it got a little bit more fluid. The game, you don't really have too many jump and movement mechanics. Like you can kind of get on your mount, which is like your horse or your panther for me, and use that. When you use that as a movement tech, it changes the game a lot. The gunplay, until you get used to it, it feels a little crazy. I had to lower my sensitivity because the shit was like all over the fucking place. I do like the abilities. I do like the characters. I do like the raid setup. I think people are starting to categorize this as its own type of game. It's like kind of like a raid battler or a raid royale is what I'll call it. Because it plays almost like a drop-in battle royale kind of game, but it's more raid-based. So like search and destroy. Like you got to go in these people's base and do this. Overarchingly, I like the game. I'd give it a solid like 7. I think it's the best review I read was it's undercooked, but it ain't raw. I think in a few months, because it seems like these people are truly paying attention to their fan base. Like he said, it went from being a 3v3 game. In the first week, they added 5v5. Completely changed it. So I think that they're listening to their fan base. And I think that updates will come. And I think that it has a chance. I think that it'll have maybe a cult following or a decent amount of people on it. I don't think it'll be game of the year or anything like that. But I think that if they keep listening to their fan base, it could be something nice. It's something that you can turn your brain off and play. And like sweat without sweating, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts, Ed?
No, that you covered it.
Right.
Just game for me.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that me and he both agreed on mutually was that if they put this in the middle, like if they put this before Divinity was shown in like the middle of the award show, it
Just
would
not
have
at the
done. Just not at the end, honestly. I say before Divinity because they would have gotten seen, remembered, but not harped on. The people who are going to play it were going to play it. But because it was at the end is why it's getting so much hate. Because I can tell you now, looking at the Steam reviews, it's now mixed reviews, right? 40% negative or 40% positive. Which means that now people are starting to play it and put more time into it. They're like actually giving good reviews because most of the negative reviews come after in between the 1 to 8 hours mark. The positive reviews come between the 5+ hour mark. So usually if you played a game lasts about, I'd say 30 minutes maybe. If you played 7 or 8 games, generally speaking, I think you understand if you like the game or not, if you're able to make it that far. And he played probably like 6 or 7 games, and like he said, it's not for him. He doesn't like it. That's fine. But I played, and I was like, I think I might like it. I would like to play this more. I've been playing it. I played it all yesterday. I might play it more today. Solid game, though. Solid game. Curious to see what happens with it.
Yeah. Cool. So I didn't know you were going into that review because I kind of wanted to speak on JJK this season.
Go ahead, bro.
You
haven't started it?
No, you can talk about it. I've read, so.
Oh, well, yeah. But still, it's just, I think this season of JJK, I don't know who's the director, but there's a very artistic take that they're taking with it that I really appreciate. There were 2 major references in the last 2 episodes that had me dying. A lot of people obviously recognize the Maki Zenin clan fight thing being a 1-to-1 copy of Kill Bill's Crazy Eights. That was lovely to see. I didn't read it, so I wasn't surprised at that. And in this next episode, when they're looking for Hikari, they literally reference Fight Club. Like, they show up and it's like, yeah, we're here for the. He's like, wait, because the number 1 rule is don't talk about Fight Club. I'm like,
right.
So I just thought that was nice. Even towards a lot of the scenes that they've been showing, like there's been a lot of stillness and just silence or just panning to things, and there's not a lot of action and sound moments. It's an interesting artistic take, and I do like it. I don't know what they're doing the direction of the season, but they just need to keep doing it.
Cool.
I like when things take artistic takes. I just think that in the era that we're in, artistic takes are usually missed by the people because people don't understand art. They see it as they don't understand. There, thank you very much. They don't understand nuance. They understand it as big flash, big thing. Like biggest example I can give is the horse anime versus Blue Lock. Like the last episode, people were like comparing them 1-to-1. Like, how is everyone saying this is peak? This is so dark. It's so gritty. It's not this, and that, and third. And then you got horse girls going overdrive just to run in a circle. Like, I get it. Flashy lights, you likey. With a monologue.
Flashy lights, you likey.
But the artistic piece of like Blue Lock was like, it was so peak for me. It was so beautiful. They were both greatly animated, but in their own different ways. It's like comparing apples to oranges. You don't pick up a green apple and be like, oh, it's not sweet like this orange. Nigga, it's a completely different fruit. And it's not, this one wasn't meant to be sweet. So, I do like that. I need to give it a watch. I'm kind of waiting since I've read it all. I kind of just want to watch it in one go. That was another thing I got to see early. I'm excited for the next one. It makes me feel like an insider for real. But yeah, I love JJK. It's a great one. I don't know if I'm getting a stand-up moment of that. I think my next stand-up tattoo is either going to be on my leg. It's going to be Zoro, and it's going to say nothing happened with him covered in the blood. Or it's going to be Escanor holding Cruel Sun and saying, like, who decided that? One of the two. Both are going to hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Tattoos don't hurt. My next tattoo's right there.
Get your calf done. I promise it hurts. You're going to feel it in your knee.
I have one on the back of my calf and on one side of the front. She's going on the other side of the front. It don't hurt. I went to sleep. Well, I've gone to sleep probably on every tattoo I've had. The only tattoo that kind of hurt was the cover up of my under boob tattoo, and it hurt for a second. And I was like, "Ow, that hurt!" Like, cause Chris was there with me, and I was like sleep most of the time, and I was like, "Oh, babe, look, this hurts." And Chris was like, "But I can't tell it hurts you." And I was like, "No, this part it hurt a little bit." Yeah, I don't think tattoos hurt. I haven't had one that hurt.
You can acknowledge pain without having a reaction.
Look, I mean, it wasn't
Brother,
that bad.
I was moving my left leg the entire time for both of my tattoos. Butt cheeks clenched and sweating, feet crinkling the entire time. Pain.
And I don't think I've gotten anything in a super hard place. Like, I got a little bit of my waist done because one of them comes up to like right here. But like most of my places, I think, are also not places that hurt. So
every time I tell him never show me how far along you are, because I think he'd be so far along, and he'd be like, I'm barely done the outline. I'd be like, please God. He'd be like, you need a break? I'm like, yes. He'd be like, nah, we ain't doing that. I'm like, no, it hurts.
I think the only bad part about my under boob tattoo too was like the position I had to lay in was probably the most uncomfortable. Like laying was most, because I had to lay like this for however long it took him to do it. So
you never laid like a Family Guy character?
You want to like put your arm down or something, but you can't because he's working this way. So it's like, I'm just like, la 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 la. Like my arm would like fall asleep, and I would try to like adjust it just enough to make me feel better, but not like hit him in the head.
Like, not gonna lie, this one hurt like a bitch too.
Your
letters?
letters,
these hurt. I was in there like, why am I doing
everybody
this?
said everybody said she was heavy-handed. I didn't think she was.
I was literally in that bitch like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, because Chris said she was heavy-handed. I said, I didn't feel like she was heavy-handed. I was asleep. Y'all saw me. I took a little nap in the chair. Had my headphones in.
Once again, hands sweating, butt cheeks sweating, cheeks clenched. I was in that bitch suffering. But it's all good. I lasted. If she was doing a big tattoo, I don't know if I would have lasted. I would have lasted. I'm lying. Like, because I always do that. I always get through it. So, fuck it.
Would have had to.
That's my thing. It's like, I'm doing this. As soon as that needle touches my skin, I'm like, I have a new mark on me. I can't stop now. I feel the first line, I'm like, why? I should just tell him, nah, I changed my mind. I'm like, nope, I'm here. I'm here.
So how was you guys this week? 2 weeks.
Shitty. I had to shovel a bunch of fucking snow. I had to take my car to the shop and they tried to gyp me. No bullshit.
Oh,
I got my oil change last week, right? Last Friday. And in that, they gave me an inspection. Oh, this is all green. Your tires look a little yellow, but you got a lot of time before you got to, turn them in. One of them was green. Said had a pop tire. Had to get it changed. Got my tire rotated, and my alignment done. Oh, cool. Yeah, it is cool. Because guess what? Following that, These niggas, my car was shaking the other day. I know anytime I went over 60, it was shaking bad. So I was like, I'm taking the shop tomorrow, whatever. Took Jordan's car to work. Went in, took my car to the shop. No bullshit. These dudes tried to say, yeah, nothing was wrong underneath the car. Da da da. It's fine. Don't you rush me, woman. Everything was fine underneath the car. Da da da. And then they're like, we don't see anything. Suspension good. This good. Yeah, but we think these tires a little low, so you really need 4 new tires and, your realignment.
4? You only need 3.
I said, I got a brand new tire. What do I need 4 for? He's like, I mean, you got 3, so you might as well just get the 4th one, and then we'll do the realignment for real. And then you should be good. We had our state inspector come out. We certain that this is the issue. It's got to be, because nothing else is wrong. And I said, Jordan's like, I saw a TikTok that said you might just have ice in your wheel bearing for real. I'm like, we'll go with that. So I was like, I'm not doing that. Bro, it was going to cost me $1,200. Smoking fat cock if you think I'm doing that. Absolutely not. I said, nah, I'm going to just take it home. They're like, oh, and it took them a day and a half to get me that answer. Nah, I'm good. I'm excellent, actually. Put the fries in the bag and let me get out of here. But, yeah, they tried to jip me. I pulled the paper out and showed Jordan. I'm like, look, it says it right here. No need for this. On this paper a week ago. And I told the guy, he's like, yeah, my technician might have been a little lazy that day. So you throwing niggas under the bus too? Crazy.
So your technician didn't want to make a commish
just
that day?
Right. Just wait until I get that thing that says, how was our service? Ass! Other than that, I did get a early access code to this game called Spellcast. It's a 3v3 game about wizards and shit. First early access that I applied for that I got, so I'm excited to try that out, do a little review of that. Outside of that, just been working nights and got karaoke tonight for a friend's birthday.
Nice.
HD?
It's been icy out here. It's been cold. It's been cool. A lot of trying to set up my office. I don't have any more magnets, so I have to order magnets for all of my displays. I thought I did, but I can't find them. I've looked everywhere. So, yeah, but setting up office has been cold. Just been hanging out, working. It's been quiet, calm, collected.
You know when you order magnets, you won't find the magnets, right?
No, they're gone. Like, I know I had to have used them because I did hang up 2 in the kitchen. So it's like those might have just been the last 2, and in my mind I thought I had more.
More. Okay. So, guys, since the last time we potted, I've gone from 2 cars to 0 cars.
Oh.
How'd you go to 0 cars? You got your tire changed the other day.
I have a donut, so I can't use my car too much because you only can ride a donut for so many miles.
Yeah.
So my fiance got in a car accident. The car is fine. They are fine. There's some frame damage, so we have to wait for it to go into the insurance, go into the shop, get fixed, blah blah. Long process. So we were down to 1 car, and then yesterday I blew a tire, and that's the end. I blew a tire, so I had to go and buy new tires. But they don't get here until Thursday, so yeah, that's where I am in life. I'm also planning a wedding, and Disney is not stressful. Disney is complicated because I'm doing the hotel block, and for most places you say, all right, I need this many rooms from Thursday to Sunday, right? And that's your hotel block. No, it's like, how many rooms do you want on Thursday? But you have to break it down per day, per resort, per room type. So like, if I want this many suites, this many regular rooms, this many this, that, it's just too many options. And so like, just trying to boil
it came from Karen's coming there and be like, we wanted 7 suites, 3 rooms, and 2 queens. What the fuck is this? This is not the Disney wedding I had in mind. Yes,
it came from that, but like, I don't need all that. Like, it is nice that I can change the amount per day, so that was like helpful. I was like, okay, because like, not everybody's going to stay the full time, and some people are going to come a little later and stay shorter or whatever. So it was nice to be able to adjust that. But like, per resort, I don't know what people going to pay to stay. Like, I can make some guesstimates, but I don't know what people want. So like, that was kind of like the more stressful part, but we kind of finally got that settled down, and so sent that over. So now we're waiting to get our contract back from Disney so we can sign it and pay them money. So I'm broke. I'm just giving everybody money. I owe my brother money because I got to pay for this room. I got to
Oh
buy a
yeah.
flight. Um, yeah.
Time to
I don't
start
like
selling
being.
feet pics on the internet, nigga.
No, I just said like Chris about to go start slapping people with their tits for $10.
For real, there you
They're
gotta do
not.
that. Baby oil in the camera goes a long way in this society.
That's what I told. That's what I told him. I said that. I said you don't even gotta show your face. Like we can just neck up it. And they was like not
Neck
with me
up. All
on
you
it.
need
They
is the
did.
boob. What are you talking about, neck up? Niggas don't care about
That's
nothing
what I'm
else
saying.
but that.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, we can go get you a little dilly dilly, and then you can like dilly it. You can dilly the diddle, and then we gonna be rich. Chris didn't want to dilly the diddle.
That's so
Dilly
fucking
the
funny.
diddle.
Diddly that diddle.
Dilly
That's what I'm
dilly.
saying.
Well, I think we're diddly done this episode. Goddamn, but that's episode
We can get
157.
$240.
Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss on the callback. Um, that's the end of this episode of the Be Nerdy podcast. It's been episode 157. The episode we talk about ages apparently, and when's the right time to get out? When are you done, Unc? I'm your host Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me on my socials at Mr. Space Awaits for all the personals, Galaxy Greg for all the content, and new page coming soon. Keep your eyes out for it. Be sure to follow the podcast at all of our socials, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Blue Sky, Facebook, YouTube, all those locations. Finally got it right without fucking up. All those locations at Be More Nerdy. Be sure to rate us 5 stars on things like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all those places. Brings up in the algorithm, gets us more listeners. We need that so you can get better quality shows. And on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and share it with your friends because y'all ask for YouTube, we got it on YouTube. That's all for us. Diva?
What it is, little dummies, it's your girl Diva XOXO. You can follow me at the Diva XOXO on Instagram and TikTok. We are back again. I know I took some time off, a lot of time off, but like I had to figure out like what my content was going to be and what I want to do. So now that I got it solved, I'm back. Make sure you comment below like something that you feel like does have an age limit and does have a time to give up, and what that age is. Like what should you give up and when? HD.
Yeah. I don't have much to say. Every day I'm like I should just deactivate my pages. So it's really make sure you tune into the pod. So
Cosplay is coming soon, like shit, boy. But that's everything that we got to say. We are the Be More Nerdy podcast. Remember to go do something and have a good time doing it until you feel like you're done, Unc. But that's the episode. Remember to be more nerds. Peace.
Gotcha.
Creasy.